And we are live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What is today's date? Today is the 21st. Second to last Wednesday of the month, and then we are in July. I hope everyone's doing great. Let's see. Who's all here today? We've got Halsar, who turned on his 2.4 for the first time today and didn't get magic smoke, which is great. Tor's in the house. Lewis is here. 1066. What's going on, buddy? I'm currently wiring up my first Stealthburner with PCB. Crimping ain't easy. Yeah, I was messing around with some tiny, so JST has a bunch of different connector sizes, and I was messing around with the smaller size, which is either the 1.5 millimeter pitch last night, and boy, is it not fun. Those are some very small connectors. Carl's here, what's going on? Let's see, Cookie's here, PF's in the house, Nice is here, Ballin, hey, Pie's here, what's up, buddy? Cobra? And I think I said Delmar, but if not, Delmar definitely gets a hello. What's going on, everyone? So yeah, let's quickly get caught up to what happened last week. Last week, we pretty much did the gantry. That was primarily what we did, and then I was going to start on the belt, so that's what we did. Okay, we got started on the gantry, and then we got the gantry in the machine, and I realized that I had tightened something incorrectly. So after stream, I took the gantry back out, tighten everything back up correctly, put it back into the machine, and then I've done 3 out of the 4 belts. I figured we don't need to do all 4 belts on stream as long as we do 1, so if anyone's watching later on, they see how the belt's routed, then that should be plenty. So the game plan for today is to finalize the 4th belt for the Z, do AB belts, and then hopefully entirely get the Stealthburner done. That is my goal. We'll see if it happens. It definitely depends on efficiency and just how smooth things go. But that's the dream, is at least getting through that today. So, hey Gary, hey Luke's in the house, hey Digital. Nick's here. SB2209 is a pain to crimp. Those tiny connectors, yeah, they are. Oh yeah, I haven't done the crimping for that yet, but that's probably what's going in this machine. So I'm super excited for that. Let's see. Hey, Kenneth's here. Evening, everyone. Totally forgot it was Wednesday. Yay for notifications. Hey, at least the notifications are working. So the one thing I want to confirm with anybody that's built a 2.4 before that confused me, and I think I've got my answer, but I want to verify. All specific belt tensioning is done after the build is entirely done. Can somebody verify that? Because with the V0.2 that we just built, when we did the AB belts, it instantly had us use an app to get the right frequency for the belts. And I see no mention of it in the guide for the Z belts and no mention of it for the AB. I did see in the secondary print tuning guide from Voron that it talks about it, which would be after the fact, but I want to verify that's the case. Looks at least time, wait until done. Cool. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm not upset about that because honestly, I don't typically enjoy doing the belt tensioning. It's not really fun. So if we can just skip past that, build things, and then do that, I'm very, very fine with that. I just want to make sure that, you know, what I was seeing matches up with what everyone else is saying. 2-1 finished, cool. On my EB36, I ended up removing the plug and hardwired the stops. Adjusting the belts multiple times makes no sense to me otherwise. Yeah, okay, so we'll do that once everything's on. That sounds great. I like that plan. That's what I was hoping everyone was going to say. So yeah, let's just dive right into it then. Let me quickly go back here to where... nope, this is the Stealthburner guide. This is where we are. Also, let's check this really quick here. So, as far as the LDO guide, hey, Gary, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Lucas, you got the membership. Thank you, Gary. Okay, so if you're building the Clockwork 2, double check the quick. So we don't need that. We recommend you insulate. We don't need that. We don't need that. Support the V supports the build of the Stealthburner Clockburner. Follow the assembly K. For Rev C kits with a 2-piece Stealthburner toolhead PCB. Follow the official guide. Okay, so we shouldn't really have to reference this very much for quite a while. I just wanted to make sure that this is the LDO supplemental guide, and I want to make sure that there's nothing that I'm going to skip that's going to screw things up. So we should be fine. Going back to the assembly, let's go back up to the Z belts really quick here. This is AB belts. Okay, so Yeah, I've already loosened all of the idlers and then turned them roughly 4 times each. They should be relatively correct. So let's do this last belt here. Hey, what's up, Jason? Posted some pre-crimped wire kit for those. Ooh, nice. Sweet, yeah, I'll take a look at that. I've done them a handful of times. They just aren't fun. They're really not fun. So, let's see. I don't know what the best route is gonna be. I think I've got autofocus on, so we will turn that off in a second here. Looks like we're about in focus, give or take. Yeah. Okay, so let me make sure I've got this correct. We've got belt coming out. That looks correct. Then we're going to, yes, I probably need to drop this. I wish I had the camera on a like a remote controlled pivot head of sorts, but we ain't that fancy. Hey, what's up, Jose? Yago's in the house. I have to go in a bit, unfortunately. No worries. Hey, Zombie's here. Giveaway in a few hours. Well, yeah, there will be a giveaway. Oh, that's right, you said that. Yeah, giveaway is opening up in 1 hour and 24 minutes. I had a real pain in the butt trying to feed the belts through here. I'm actually going to push the rail this way and tilt it. It's easier for me. I found it to be easier going this route, having a view of the bottom. Let's see if I can show you guys. Hey, MakeRS, thank you for 9 months. Cheers. I don't know if it's gonna to make the sound. Can we see what we're doing here? Boop. Kind of. Drop you guys down. It's like we build a little bit and we play around with cameras a lot a bit. Okay, so this drops down through here. Let's see if I can feed this. And then staring at my head primarily is what we're going to be doing. It's just awkward. There we go. Okay, so pulling the belt through like that. Make sure we're nice and straight, and then feed it around the other side. Hey, what's up, Benny? I just squished my fingers really good routing those. Yeah, I was trying, well, because again, I had practice with 3 of them after last week's stream, and I tried initially. I was like, no, I can definitely feed these through without flipping the machine over, and I spent a few minutes and was like, all right, this is dumb. I'm just flipping it. So 10 out of 10 would recommend just flipping it. Okay, so I don't know if I'll be able to show, let's see. Maybe if I lift this up, move the camera once again, you can see the TV. I guess that's good enough. You can see the hole that we're gonna pass the belt through. So going through the bottom here, there we go. Like that. Let me make sure we're still on the teeth. We are. Okay, then we're feeding you around here. Oops. Oh. Murph trip starts at 5 p.m. Oh, are you going to Murph, Domar? That's right, it is, I forgot, well, I didn't really forget, because a couple of my coworkers are taking off today or tomorrow to start their travels. Okay, so I think if I remember the way I did the other ones, I found it easiest to completely loosen this. Let me grab my drivers. How's everybody's week going? The XY belts were my least favorite to do. Also put tap on it from the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna wait on tap. Thinking we're gonna wait, but yeah, if I wasn't building it relatively stock, then we would do tap as well. Oh, you're going too, Zombie? Dang! You went from, because this was your first year going to any MRFs, right? Or not MRFs, but Rep Fest, and you're already 2. You've already, I've only gone to 2, so in your first year, you've already caught up. Okay, so we got that in. Put 2 screws in. First festival. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. I have a feeling. Hey Ben, I have a feeling it's gonna be less crowded this year because of Rocky Mountain Festival that happened. I think that some of the people that would normally go went to that one and probably won't be going. Pull this a little bit tighter. 1 second. But it doesn't matter. It's so fun. Maybe that was tight enough, and I'm tripping. I just need to. 1 second. Let me get this started one more time. I know I didn't. Yeah, it's probably plenty tight. I don't think I. It's gonna get tighter as I clamp this down. Plus, we're gonna tension this later, so I guess it doesn't. It really doesn't matter. Not exactly even, but we're okay. Yeah, you're gonna have a blast. I don't know who all exactly is going. I know this. I saw the sponsor list come out, and it's still gonna be rad. The first one I went to was 2018, and it was substantially smaller than the one I went to last year, which was huge, and I loved it. It was so fun. The issue when it gets so big is like you can't even see. You don't even get to see everything or talk to everybody. So you're gonna have a really good time. It'll be fun. We're expecting 1,500 people. Damn. Yeah, that's big. Doing great, building a patio cover and deck. Is that what you're doing now? I wondered where you disappeared to. I may be driving down to Puerto Rico next month for the weekends. That's awesome. I know that they've expanded. I'll be bringing a Death Racer, my first ever RC anything. It's so fun. Yeah, the event's a blast. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like the biggest show and tell of nerdy 3D printing awesomeness, and it just makes me so happy. Nobody goes to a festival for 3D printing stuff if you're not really into 3D printing, you know? Like, so it's a really good time. Okay, so we've got our belts. Follow the paths, yada yada. We've done that. Excess belt. I don't know if we need to really zip tie it right now. I think I'm just gonna leave them hanging off the sides like they're currently looking at for now. Install remaining Z-belts, which we did do. Repeat the installation, cool. Move the gantry all the way back until it hits the A and B drives on both sides. Okay, so let's turn, I think if we turn it this way, it might be easier for the camera to see. Hoping to make it to Earth this year. Yeah, it's rad. I'm not going this year to any just because there's so much happening, and with Jackson, he's growing so quickly. I just don't want to leave even for a few days in case, I don't know. I just don't. But next year I'm going to at least one of them. That is definite. I can't even talk. Definitively happening. I just don't know which one yet. I'm gonna figure it out towards the end of the year. Okay, so there's this. So this is still loose. I did tighten this up. I did my best to basically slide this back rail so that way spacing is even, like the gap right here, which I think if I remember was roughly 5 millimeters. And so we're going to take this and just push this up. This is loose. I guess I should have probably specified that. The bolts on the top and the bottom that are holding this, like it's loose, so it's wiggle. You can't really see the extrusion, but it's the X extrusion. It's loose. You can see it wiggling on the side. So I'm gonna push it up against the AB motors to sort of square the gantry. And now I'm going to tighten things. So move the gantry all the way back, fully tighten the screws on the X-axis. You may need to adjust the distance between the A and B drives to square the gantry. No, I should be fine because I already did that. So I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, let's tighten things. Camera angle sucks. There we go, that'll do. You need to visit your family in Europe? I would love to. I just don't know how. I don't know how I can take a trip to Europe. My mom's there right now. She just sent me a photo of my grandparents' house in Sweden. Midsummer's, they're getting ready for midsummer, I think, which is going on in the next week here. Holy cow. PF, thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. David, Thiago, Battalion, Jose, Colton, this should be me, Bjorn, Kali, Alfonzito, Rafa, and I think that's everybody. I think that's 10 people. Thank you very much, PF. We'll do what we gotta do. We'll do a little confetti and air horn for that. There we go. Thank you, PF. It makes a huge difference. Like, the memberships help a ton as far as supporting the channel and the content, so I really do appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna tighten up these bolts here, so I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth to try to evenly tighten them. So we'll go outer ones, inner ones. I feel like it's been a nutty week. I always update you all on like what's happening personally. So last Wednesday I picked up the 3D printed mouth guard thing for sleep apnea. So I've been sleeping with that every night, which has been interesting. I mean, just going from never having anything in your mouth to this big, hey, Swam, thank you very much for becoming a member. From like, you know, sleeping with nothing in your mouth to this like guard thing that goes on top and bottom teeth pretty tightly and sort of moves your jaw is a bit weird. Aaron's definitely said I've been snoring less, which is great. I don't know that I feel more rested, but the dentered I combined doctor and dentist. The doctor-dentist person said that it could take a while to catch up because of how sleep deprived I am from crap sleep, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been interesting. Not bad, not good, just different. What else has happened since we talked last? Still doing cold brew. I finished up the cold brew, so we're having regular coffee today. It's been going well. What other fun stuff has happened? I feel like there's more stuff that's been going on here. Hey Daniel, can you take the transcript from the new one? It's been like, oh yeah, you're right. Yes, Colton. I need to update all of the, damn it. I need to do that. I'll update the default right this second, actually. I'll have to go back and do the other ones, which will take a while, but let me update it at least so going forward. Tiago says, have to go now, hope to be here in time for the giveaway. Yeah, you've got like, it'll open in an hour and 12 minutes and be open for half an hour, so you've got some time. Yeah, let me see if I can update defaults really quick on this channel. Let's see if I go to your channel. And I go under YouTube Studio. And I go under, I want to say it's under settings. And it's under upload defaults. Yeah, follow me on wait, where is it? Follow me on Twitter. Okay, so this should be, 1 second here. That is not the right Twitter. I thought that when I changed the name, I thought it would redirect. I was incorrect. It did not redirect, so. Itchy nose. And we are, oops. Okay, it's updated. So it won't update on this stream because it's already in place, but I changed the default, so it won't assign that anymore. Either congrats for wins and continue the great rate. Hey, thank you very much. Good luck with whatever you got going on. I'm pretty sure it's work stuff, but good luck. What were we doing a second ago? We were tightening bolts, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get back to that. I can't believe how frustrated I've been not being able to tune in to this build for 4 weeks. What have you been doing? Just busy with work? Did you see the last video from Thomas? What are your thoughts? I did see it. I watched it. I was like hopping in the shower, so I caught a lot of the audio. I was showering for a lot of it. So here's sort of my thoughts. One, the intro was epic, but I kind of feel like maybe it took away from the seriousness that he was trying to portray. Like, if anyone didn't see it, it's basically like Tom in a church as like the priest with like the open source logo above his head. It was quite dramatic, which I think was, again, the goal, but I don't know that it helped the video. But essentially the two takeaways I got was one, that, and it's not that Tom said open source is dead, but like that open source isn't working, at least in the 3D printing space, and primarily because it was intended for everyone to help each other, which is how RepRap took off so quickly, but now it's kind of become just like a few holding up the open source stuff while everyone else kind of benefits from it, which I've got. So here's my perspective on open source stuff. Just, I'm gonna give like a 2-minute rant here. Otherwise I'll get too sidetracked. We got, I forgot, the confetti button's a one-way street. I can turn it on, but I can't turn it off. So let's go. Here we go. Okay, so I've always thought that open source is rad for the end user. Like for us, it's great. For the community, for anyone that owns the product, it's awesome. For the business, I think it's terrible. Like I don't understand, if your sole product is open source, I don't think it's a great business move by any means, because you're spending all this time and money on engineering and R&D, and then you're handing it out to everybody, including your competitors. So that doesn't make sense to me. I think that there could be a half point, like some sort of thing where your company is a part of an open source project, but it's not intended to be your main bread and butter. Like for example, I guess with Prusa, the printers are sort of like open source, although they're now releasing things much later than they were originally. But like the main thing they had that was open source was Prusa Slicer, which wasn't their moneymaker. Also, that was based off of an open source project. Anyways, hey Mike, thank you very much. Thank you for becoming a member. Cheers. So let's see. Your box didn't arrive, Dutch. I thought it was because it was from Europe, but it wasn't yours. It wasn't in the mail. So I don't know what happened to the package. Hopefully it's still showing up and just on the slow ship or slow plane. I don't know. Yeah, it was. Let's see. Jason, yeah, funny for the EV36. So, what benefits will the community provide back to you for becoming open source? Yeah, so I don't know. For the sake, like, I think that things like Voron being open source makes a ton of sense because it's a community-based project, right? And it truly is made better because of that. Like, lots of people contribute small mods to make things easier, make things better, but the team itself isn't trying to make money off of it. I think that if it were the other way around and Voron was like a corporate business and they were running it the same way that they're running it now as not a corporate business, as an open source project of people that just want to make cool printers for other people to be able to make, I don't think it would work. Like I just don't see, they wouldn't want all of these companies like LDO and Formbot and Cybor and Ficec making kits. They would want to partner up with a manufacturer and just have that be the primary. So like, I think that open source is awesome and there's a place for it, but if that's your core business model, if I was running a business, I just don't see it. I don't see how that's indefinitely sustainable. It's never made sense to me, and I don't think it ever will. I know that a lot of people, I've seen the argument of like, if you're continually innovating, holy crap. Mike, thank you very much. Thank you for the 10 memberships. 1 second, let me scroll. I don't know if I'll be able to get everybody's names. There's a lot happening. Thank you so much. The last one you sent only took 10 days. Yeah, I don't know. Carl got a membership. Stuart got a membership. Edwin did. Steve. Rumula's. Jack Black. Kid. As long as it drives from Slicer, they decided to create something else. Could I get about here? There's so I can't get all the names. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. Yeah. So otherwise, I'll send you a new one next month. Yeah. If it shows up, I'll let you know. Again, I thought that it was. I saw like the tracking, and the tracking coming from Europe always has like. It just looks substantially different than USPS domestic tracking number. So I was like, oh, cool, it must be it. Then I got it, and it wasn't. It was something else. So, was long time not here. Otherwise, even with software, open source business are hard, and you should only open source pieces that will be useful to the public. You have to offer something on top of the base project. Yeah, I mean, again, like I've seen lots of perspectives on it, and I know some won't agree at all, and that some, like, they say that, well, open source is fine if, like, as long as you're constantly innovating and you are providing more value or a better product, then people are going to go to you anyways, and your product will still be better than competition. And, like, yeah, I'm not saying that there's not some truth to that, but I'm just saying that I don't see it. Like, the company Lulzbot was a shining example of everything being open source, and then all of a sudden they let go of everybody and had to liquidate the company. I know they were purchased, well, they didn't liquidate, they were bought out, but, like, things were not going good. And I'm not saying that they're not open source now, but I certainly haven't seen the same level of openness, but I haven't looked into Lulzbot in quite a long time anyway. So you can't open everything. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. I know, like, I'm just thinking if it were myself and I had a business and I spent, like, let's say I had just simple, like, an engineer on my payroll, and he worked 2 years on a project, and then and it was tough, right? Lots of issues. It was all on his own, not him using open source libraries, not him using existing projects. It was all this person doing their own development. And then they just released it as open source to everybody. I don't, like, and again, this person's been on your payroll for 2 years. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I get that it sounds nice, and from me, if I was the end user, I'd be like, thank you for this, this gift. But from the sake of, when we're talking dollars, when a business's goal is to stay afloat, provide value to their customers, and typically expand, or whoever their shareholders are, I just don't get it. I really don't. And I'm happy to be proven wrong. I just have not seen, at least in 3D printing, which I know there's lots of other industries that have open source. I know Linux is open source, but, like, in 3D printing, I have not seen open source from a business standpoint be something that seems quite sustainable. Like, in the time that I've been here, it just doesn't seem like it's worked that great. In theory, I get it. And again, I think open source is awesome for a lot of the community projects, like, incredible that we can all contribute. But again, from the sake of a corporation or a business that's goal is to make profit, it seems really tough, like a very uphill battle. So yeah, it depends on the value provided from the community. Like, LDO benefits. Yeah, LDO definitely benefits from tons of open source projects. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Lukey? Sorry if I missed chat. I zoned in my mind for a little bit there talking. I think a better module would be to have your patents in place, but still the ability for other companies to make upgrades or replacement parts to encourage the right to repair. Yeah. I mean, even, like, certain companies working together, like, I got in some of the E3D high flow with Bontech, and, like, E3D's Revo is their IP, and Bontech's CHT is their IP, but yet they licensed it from each other, so they can do things like, I mean, like, companies can still work together. I'm just saying that giving away the keys to your castle, it seems very risky. It seems very, very risky. I don't care about business or their profits. Well, of course you don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, from the end user's point, it's amazing, right? Like, everyone benefits from the end user's point, but the business will fail. Like, if they are not, if they're spending lots of money on research and giving it all away, and the competition's coming in and undercutting it, the company will fail. That's not a sustainable business model. I understand from, like, our perspective of, it's nice to have things that are open source and be able to repair things and innovate things after a company's gone. I'm just saying, from a business standpoint, that's not a sustainable business model. In that, like, there has to be some other supplemental income coming in, or some other avenue, because that's just a, like, you can only scoop water out so much, but the water is going to come in quickly. Working on the courage to work on my printer. I might ship using DHL, might be faster. Yeah, whatever you want to do, Dutch. I mean, I'm not in a rush. Obviously, I don't want the thing you're shipping to get lost again, but it still could show up. I mean, maybe we give it another week here and see what happens. Not all Voron vendors create value, and other than well-priced bomb in the box, but Voron is set up for the development to primarily come from the Voron nonprofit and community. Yeah. So that's kind of my thought. I don't think that, like, I think there was quite a bit of truth to what Tom was saying. I think it was, I'm not sure in the way it was presented, like it felt, I think the extreme intro threw out the seriousness that he was trying to convey. Like that's basically it. When I saw the intro, I'm like, this feels a little bit like a joke. But there definitely were some good points to it, and I think it's an interesting discussion. That's kind of, I'll leave it at that. That's where I'm going with it. So, alrighty. Fun. Okay, let's finish tightening our gantry. I think I did already, but let's continue here. I think it was Nice that brought that up. I blame you, Nice, for my my squirrel tangent there. I mean, it's interesting. You know, it's an interesting topic for certain. I got into 3D printing through closed source. So I had the DaVinci 1.0, and I couldn't get spare parts, and I did end up having to completely gut the thing. I basically ripped out the main board, ripped out the hot end assembly, and completely rewired, and did go with open source firmware. So it's okay. It's interesting, it's interesting topic. At least Robico and some others send money back to the kit developers. Yeah, which is awesome. I mean, another shining example is Marlin firmware, right? Marlin has been around forever. When I think that Marlin, I thought it was RepRap firmware that I first flashed to my DaVinci when I like hacked it. I'm pretty sure it was Marlin. Been around forever. They are, up until now, have been the most used firmware in any 3D printer, commercial or at home. They have been. I mean, Klipper is definitely gaining in the race, and that might not be the case for long, but they are not doing well. Like I've seen the developer mention multiple times about getting funding and stuff, and that sucks. Like that really sucks. And I understand that it's a passion project, but it's also how the developer makes his income. Like, I mean, that's how he pays for his roof over his head. And I just like I wish there had been from the beginning some kind of clause in place with Marlin where, like, to me it would have, like, for maybe some sort of clause where if it's a business using it for commercial purposes, there's some sort of a fee associated with it. Like, I just feel bad. And I mean, it wasn't my choice. Like, it was set up that way. That's how the developer wanted it set up from the beginning. But I just, it sucks. It really sucks. So, here's the problems: don't utilize the community they have. Pull requests stay open and ignored, and slow to develop their slicer. Hey, Nuno's in the house. All these Chinese companies using Marlin, and Scott gets nothing from it. Amazing. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, Creality is actually, it's my understanding, they're one of the companies that actually supported Scott and his work. He's defended them quite a few times on Twitter, which is the primary platform that I've seen him on, saying that they were at least donating towards Marlin. I don't know if they still are, but as much as they get crapped on, they were at least at one point funding the project, or not funding it, that's not right. Contributing to the project. They weren't funding it. So, Clipper's a lot of issues, which makes it a business risk. The batching system is dangerous as it takes time for things to shut down in emergency. Licensing can do that for use for personal, but not for commercial. Yeah, I think that would be great. Like if that to me, and again, hindsight, maybe there's no way of knowing that it would have gotten as big as it got. I'm sure when the firmware was first being worked on, but just like some kind of fail-safe for you as a developer to make sure that you've got a roof over your head and food on your table. You're not struggling to pay ends meet when everybody's profiting off of your hard work and years of hard work. It just sucks. Like that to me is one that I've seen multiple times. I'm like, I feel bad. That shouldn't be that way, and it is the way that it is because of the licensing. Okay. It still has some wobble, but I think. Okay, we're fine. Like deep breath. Let's see, you may need to adjust the distance. We did that, repeat the step above to secure the fasteners again. With the belt installed, the gantry will stay in position. Okay, so are we gonna remove our little, stops here? Whew. Let's see. Yeah, it's floating. Sick. Ooh, also, fun thing that happened this last week. We took Jackson to the aquarium for Father's Day, and that was a ton of fun. I got a photo of him with this like massive grouper named George that was swimming right at him, and he did not seem bothered. He did not seem to care. But it was fun. I love the aquarium. I love fish. I've talked about it before. When we do have a house, like when we do purchase, I'm getting back into fish keeping. I want an aquarium. Hey, Panzer's in the house. What's going on, buddy? What are you talking about? The most important function of emergency stop is instant clipper. The batching stuff helps with devices them used together. I switched fully to Mac today. After having those issues I mentioned, I've decided it was time to do a different platform, which is more stable. Nice. I love Mac. The only non-Mac, well, I have, I guess a split. I have 2 Macs and 2 Windows computers. This is Windows because for the streaming stuff and the software, it tends to work easier and better. Plus, I use like a PCI card and stuff, so it just makes sense. And then for Lightburn stuff, I also have a Windows laptop and Mac for video work and testing things out because I just need to be able to test certain features in our builds on both OSs. But if it wasn't for that, I would not be on Windows. Ooh, Mac Studio, fancy, nice. Hey, Christian. Okay, so we removed those, cool. Now we're on AV belts. The Voron belt path. The Voron printers use a belt path on the pop that corrects why the individual belts are stacked on top of each other. The implementations of motors are moved to a less intrusive position. To learn more about the principles. Equal belt tension is important to the proper function of a QuarkXY motion system. We recommend to run one belt to get the required length. Remove the belt from the printer and cut the second belt to the exact same length as both belt pads the same. I feel like we discussed this and we said we were going to just take the belt that's included for this and cut it exactly down the middle, right? Hey, Skydown, are you going to Murph this year or are you not making it? Use the clips mod for the extra Z belt. What is that? My Formbot 02 also looks awesome. GDS time fans, meanwhile PSU, Bitutech Pi. Holy crap. That is cheap, Colton. I've got a video on the Cyborg kit coming out on Saturday, which I think is a really good value, but that seems... How did you score that for that price? That doesn't seem standard. That's what I did cut in the middle. Okay, we'll try that. Next year, okay, no worries. Run it to make sure I have enough. I think there's definitely enough, but we can still, let's see. Oh, let's turn this. So are you saying run it first really quickly, then remove it and cut it in half, or don't just run it, cut it, and match it? This is as tall as we can get. It's kind of sad. All right, let's see. Yeah. Say hi right now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna say hi to Jackson because he's watching. Here we go. Hi, Jackson. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Aaron said Jackson's watching TV. He's been sitting in the chair, like a little man watching TV. We've had on like Animal Planet for him. Hi, Jackson. Aaron said she wanted me to say hi to him to see if he recognizes me on. Joel and Pooch for the last year. Not gonna lie, Joel's short. I expected him to be way taller. Joel's not short. Joel's not short. Yeah, I bought a Intel MacBook right before the M1 first came out, and then I got an M1 Mac Mini for like a third of the cost, and it had more performance. I was pretty sad. You have a clip for the Z belt lengths, and you can fold it properly and clear the extra length. Huh. Okay, I'll look at it after then. I'll leave it right now, the nice as is. Don't run it, just fold it out. Okay, I will just fold it out. What's the plan for the Cyborg? Tried it, I'm pretty keen on seeing it as I might buy it as my first Voron. Yeah, so game plan is, it seems like Steve and I are green lit. Yeah, we'll just fold this down and cut it. Because this entire belt should be, should be for the AB. It seems like Steve and I are greenlit for building the 235 VZ. The only thing I'm not entirely certain of is the exact time frame of when we're getting them. So, so when we build, so it depends. If the VZ comes sooner than later, then I'm going to be doing the VZ build with Steve prior to the Trident. If it gets delayed or takes longer than a couple of weeks, then after this we'll jump straight into the Cybor and we will cross the bridge of when we're starting the VZ build based off when it shows up. But yeah, as of right now, unless the VZ shows up, right after this, we're starting the Trident build for anyone that's interested. Steven was there too. Oh, nice. Hey, from Montreal. What's going on, Daniel? I'll send you a link on Discord. Cool, thank you. He was about my height. Pooch was way taller, if I remember. Well, it's funny. Most people seem to think I'm short. Like, I met quite a few of my coworkers for the first time, and a lot of them were like, "Wow, you're taller than I thought you were." And then I think I have really bad posture. I do know that. I'm very aware that I have terrible posture. But I didn't realize that people thought I was short. I'm 6 foot. Like, I mean, my license says 5'11", but I'm 5'11 and a half. I'm 6 foot, so like I'm not short. But when I first met a couple of my coworkers, they looked at me like, "Oh, you're taller than I thought." And I'm like, "Huh." I guess it must be the Zoom calls or whatever. Or we use Hangouts from just me sitting slunched. Okay, we're making progress on this. Yeah, Swedish. Yeah. My mom. So my mom's 5. I think my mom is as tall as my dad, if not taller. My dad's only like 5'10", 5'10 and a half. And my mom is also 5'10", 5'10 and a half. But yeah, she's Swedish. So that's, I definitely think I got the height from my mom's side. In centimeters? Oh, I don't know. You're the same height as me. Yeah. Tall and bad. Yeah, I have awful posture. It's not good. I know it's a problem. It's hard to break a habit of, like, I just slouch and then I'm on the computer so much working on video stuff, and all of a sudden, and like, I'm so squirmy. You guys see me here. Imagine me trying to sit in a chair for like 5 hours doing an edit. I'm like all over the place, slouched over. Like, it's a nightmare. Okay, we are almost done with folding this in half, although how do I have this folded in correctly? Oh, we're twisted in the end. Debating on just cutting it and matching them up. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna cut it here, and then I'm going to essentially do this one more time, which won't be fun. It's been quiet on Etsy lately. Could be seasonal. Hey, what's up, John? Hey, Major Gamer. Okay, I'm gonna do this one more time. Sorry, everyone. I know it's not fun watching me just pull belts. Okay, so this one facing me should have... should be a little bit quicker now. Or not, because I said that. Okay, I think I found an easier way to do it. I've been holding it wrong in my hand. Wow, we actually had it perfect. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, we got it perfect. The one tooth was over on the one side, and the other tooth was over on the other side, so it was perfect. My hands hurt, but okay. Hey, let's see. Hey, Model, for the CC hot end on the sideboard, did you have any trouble hot tightening the nozzle? I didn't hot tighten the nozzle. So a few things. One, sideboard V0.2 video is coming out on Saturday for everyone that's been waiting on that. The video isn't just on the sideboard V0.2. I spent the first 4 minutes talking about like kind of why I love the V0, how the V0's evolved since the first V0.1 that I built, and why I think this is a great time to build one. So on the sideboard V0.2, the issues I had were pretty much all toolhead related. The extruder gear was not correct, the large one. They've already fixed that. They fixed it right after I got my kit actually, so now they send you the black FISEC gear. My fans functioned fine, but I don't think they chucked a lot of air, and one of them had a pretty loud bearing. And the hot end thermistor failed after a couple of weeks, which I anticipated the hot end was not going to last very long. I would have liked for it to last a bit longer, so I replaced the fans with GDS time fans, and the hot end, I'm running a Bamboo Lab X1 carbon hot end. I had like 3 full hot ends just sitting in the garage. I don't think I've ever, knock on wood, damaged or needed to replace an entire bamboo hot end, so I had like 3 or 4 full. And with the 0.2 release, HeartK released a hot end insert for the bamboo, X1 hot end, so I've been running that. So yeah, so I'm not running that hot end. They did just send me, I just got, actually, ironically that you state that, this just arrived yesterday. I don't even know where the hell it is right now, actually. Okay, I don't know if I can find it. Things are kind of messy. It's the way it's my life. They just sent me the latest of that CHC hot end. Apparently they had some of the electronics redone on there, and so it's supposed to fix the primary issue, which was thermistor related. Tightening the nozzle is tough though. I replaced all the fans on my sideboard 2.4. Yeah, the fans definitely aren't great. They're not great. They're loud, and I don't think they move a lot of air. So I got some GDS time ones in. I ordered some Honey Badger as well, but they didn't arrive as quick. What is the wiring like to use the bamboo hot end? So pretty much the same as a standard hot end. There's 2 thermistor. So you removed, you don't use the fan that comes on it, and you have 2 thermistor, 2 heater wires. 2 of the wires, I can't remember if it was the thermistor or the heater wires, are not, like, they're solid copper wires. And they're really short. So I did have to solder, extend both of the wires. One of them was simple, which I think again was probably the thermistor that had standard, like thin, I can't think of the name right now, but not single copper wire, like the hair, what's it called? Why can I think? The strands of the wire, there was, I can't use words, but those ones were super simple to extend. The ones with the single metal wire was tough. It was kind of difficult to tighten it or twist it and then solder, and then I used heat shrink. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't think as long as you're comfortable with doing some basic soldering, I don't think it's that bad to extend it. Multi-stranded, thank you. I was like, words, dude. So yeah, I think it's the thermistor one stranded, and the hot end one is not, which caught me off guard because I don't know that I've seen that before. Maybe I have, but I don't recall. And so yeah, extending that one was a bit difficult, but it worked fine. I didn't have to change anything as far as the, other than running a PID tune, everything just worked. So, and it's been running great. Like it's a solid hot end. It's a high flow hot end. It's $35 with everything. So, I mean, again, you can't swap the nozzle on it, but it's a 0.4 hardened steel, and I'm totally fine with that for that V0. Can you verify the shipping address in Discord after? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I will definitely do that. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we? Where are we? Oh, let's run a belt, why don't we? All right. So, it looks like we're starting with the. Is this top belt or bottom? I can't really tell. So this is the A belt. These pictures feel weird to me. So left side, we're just going through the bearing. I don't know if I'll be able to really show this super well. Okay, so we're running the A belt, which is the upper belt. Back corner, it's going around. So it's not going around the motor, it's just going around the outside. It's really awkward to show the belt path on this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it on camera, if I even can, to be honest with you. Maybe if I show from the inside. Yeah, maybe we do it like this. There we go. Okay. So, belt. Teeth are going inward. We're wrapping around a bearing right here, then going inside the extrusion towards the back bearing there, which we will attempt to focus in on. Okay, so yeah, it looks like for the back bearing, it's just going to go through here. And nope, that's the bottom bearing. Nope, that's the wrong hole. There we go. Okay. So now let's spin. Feet are so grippy. Oh. A little bit close. Whoop. Okay, so now this one should be going around the motor. Why does it look like I did this wrong? This looks wrong already. It looks like the belt teeth should be facing the other direction. Yeah, this is wrong. Show us the back side when you do the belt. Yeah, this is wrong. The belts, it needs to go in here and around, but it needs to have the teeth facing in. So, okay, let me flip the belt around. So we need, I'm just gonna redo really quickly what I had done, which wasn't much, just with the belt facing the other direction. Oh, that's the wrong. Super awkward. Come on, belt. It's such an awkward angle. Smooth side of the belt goes to the smooth bearing. Yeah. We got it now. For some reason, the belt does not want to feed through. I can show it. Trying to get the belt through this corner now. And of course it went super easily the first time. It's a little bit of an awkward angle that I'm at now also, just because I turned this. I might need to walk around the printer. Let me just do that real quick. Oh. See if I can see what's happening. Okay. Is it popping out? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I need to use an Allen key or something. I feel like we're very close. I look on the screen. Can we see it? Nope, we can't see it. It shouldn't be that difficult to keep it straight. I feel like we're right there. Hold on, let me see if I can see it. I'm gonna try to grab it with tweezers. You need to feed the port idler. Wait, you need to feed the front idler coming from the toolhead side, do that first. Wait, what am I missing? You might want to start at the X carriage. Oh, you mean install? You're saying install the X carriage first? I was going in order from the instructions, but you're saying get this part first, attach the belt on one side, and then route it? I can do that. It doesn't sound like a bad strategy. Is that what we're thinking? Build this first, attach half of it. Exactly, lock the belt in place on one side. Okay, cool. I mean, that makes sense to me. I thought it was kind of weird that we weren't having any attachment point until after we had both belts just sitting loosely, but I don't know. All right, let's do this then. So let's grab our 2 halves. Let's grab our inserts. Okay, 2 heat inserts on the back. No, just start feeding the belts in the gantry first so you have them the right way. Oh, feed it around from the backside, you're saying? Instead of going like inward, outward, go outward, inward. Yep, we did equal belt length. That we did. Yeah, so that's fine. I get what you're saying, I think, then. Just basically go from the outward in. It's easier to push through versus what I'm trying to do, going like, yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Okay, since we've got this up here, let's just put our, let's quickly do our heat inserts at least. But yeah, we don't, I guess I get what you're saying now. Just change the direction that I'm feeding it through to where I don't have this big cavity I'm trying to feed the belt through. It's just right there. I mean at the end, but he starts with 10 teeth on one side. If you try on each side, that will work. All right, brass inserts. Doesn't matter which direction, they look the same. I'm gonna hold this in my hand while I do it, but I don't recommend doing this. I don't recommend doing it, but I'm gonna real quick. Give it a sec to cool down. The way I run it is from the toolhead. XY joint, front idler, motor pod 1, motor pod 2, other front idler joint. Isn't that how I was running it though, Zombie? I mean, I didn't have the toolhead installed. We don't have a toolhead, but it's going XY joint first. Oh, wait, front idler. Oh. Got you. Okay, so backwards. I went XY joint, and then I went to motor mount, or motor, and you go other direction. Gotcha. By the way, I only say 10 teeth, but more is better to start with and cut down to length. All right, those 2 are in. We need 2 on the back. So we're saying we don't need to install these, right? We're just gonna try the belts again, but we're gonna try a smarter route. That's the plan. Install them. Okay. Hey, Lisa! BBs, what's going on? Anyone, people here, 58 likes, what's going on? If you have not hit the like button, please do. We're trying to get to 100. Try to get to 100 before our giveaway. All right, cool. So those two are good. Turn off this iron. I don't think I said hi to Viking. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I saw that you said hi, and then I think I was thinking and then forgot to. So if you're still in chat, hi Viking. Happy Wednesday. All right. Let's move this iron out of the way. Cool. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, M312 socket heads. M312 socket heads to you. Hey, what's up, Logan? Okay, so we need to install these into, looks like these are going straight into the plastic. I don't think this has to be exact. I know it's so that way you can like attach the hot end mount to it, but I don't remember, like I think you can easily adjust this later on, so thread them in about that far. We did one other Stealthburner on the switch wire, but it's been a while and I don't remember all the details. No tap going classic. Notification to go off. Did I miss anything? I don't think he, well, we had a rant about the open source video from Tom. I don't know if we had a rant. I had a rant. Someone nice asked about it. But yeah, I don't think so. It's been fairly uneventful. We got our last Z-belt installed, which is nice. But nothing too, he didn't miss anything too nutty. Okay, so okay, so this quite literally just pinches the belts. So let's raise this back up. Did Jackson see me? Yeah? He had sitting duck face. That's when he... Is he right there? You guys want to see Baby Jack? Hold on. Yeah. Whoa. I wish I could buy Voron 2. I can't justify it to the wife. We always want to see Baby Jack and puppies. Puppies aren't coming in, but I think she's gonna bring Baby Jack. Okay, so trying to think of the easiest way. We need M3x8s, which are gonna be inside of here. So, easiest way to do this, if belts are being pulled, I think Baby Jack's coming in real quick. He's coming. He's happy. Look, all right, babe. I hear hear him outside. Hun, is he coming? No. This shirt is set because I'm doing belts. Alright, alright. Woo! Baby Jack! Look it! Look it! Look it! It's a printer. It's a Voron. You can live inside of it. Huh? You can live inside of this thing, huh? You like the colors? Oh, black and red.
Yeah, when you said hi, you was like so intense.
Yeah.
Like, you talking to me?
Yeah. It was cool. For Father's Day, we took him to the aquarium, and his eyes were following the stingrays. So we got him a little stuffed stingray, and he's been eating it nonstop. Huh, buddy? Huh? You been a good boy?
Tell him that they're 14 pounds now.
Oh yeah, he got weighed too. He's 14 pounds and 11 ounces.
And 23 inches long.
23 inches long. Oh, buddy. You just keep on drinking that milk. Keep on drinking that milk.
He is gonna feed.
Huh? I gotta get the belts done.
He's really strong though. He holds his head up.
You wish me luck?
He almost rolled over today, babe.
Yeah? You wish me luck? So far, it's been an uphill battle for Papa with these belts. Huh? You wish me luck? Yeah? I'm gonna give you back to your mama, okay? Alright.
What? You gotta go get...
What?
Make a smile.
No.
No?
This
You
thing's,
wanna drop the dimple?
there's too much going on. There's too much going on with all the lights and everything.
Alright. Hi, nice. Alright.
Wish me luck.
Alright. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
How many kilograms? Someone do the conversion. Is Delilah in here? Let me show Delilah real quick too. Hold on, Diva. Good girl, Delilah. Hold on. This is the camera crew. Delilah, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You wanna come hang out with me?
All right, bye, Delilah. All right. Yeah, he's got his Hawaiian roll legs. He's adorable. The kid, like, he is so freaking cute, man. He's been sleeping kind of like crap, and like every time you go in there and he's like screaming and you turn on the light, he just looks at you and lets out this big cheesy smile, and you're like, oh my god, I can't be mad at you. Thank you. I think Zombie sent a sticker. 1 second. Yeah, thank you for the $5 sticker, Zombie. Yeah, he's awesome. The printer is getting done. All right, here we go. All right, no more distractions. Okay, so Delmar said at least 10 teeth. Basically, we want the same amount of teeth coming out on one side of this part. 10's probably going to be easiest on, because we don't need to tighten on both sides. So if we go, technically that's a half a tooth. I'm going to cut the half teeth on both sides of these off really quick, actually. Because, let's see, it'll make it easier. That's roughly like, okay, apparently I cut like crap. Are they all half teeth? All right, let me clean up these ends really quick. Okay, teeth ends are clean. Give yourself extra to tighten later. Even from, I figured one side would be enough to tighten from later, no? Okay, we'll give, let's see. Okay, so this needs to go, nope. facing inward like that. Okay, so maybe I can loosely fit this in place. Let's see. Okay, those are equal ends. They don't look exactly equal because my cutting job sucks, but they're equal, trust me. All right, let's get a bolt in place. Why are we not going in? I feel like we're aligned. There we go. Make sure you level your gantry. Gantry is leveled. Okay. So those lengths look good. I don't know why. 1 second here. Let me look at the other piece really quick. By the way, I had too little extra. I had to get new belts when moving. Oh, snap. Gotcha, okay. That's a good point for later on when we upgrade it. Because we're tapping to take this backing off, right? The whole backing piece comes off. Okay, so I think our belts, oh crap, are they not coming out straight? 1 second, I can't see you. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, somehow, it looks like one of these belts moved. I need to move one tooth out. Oh, tap replaces it, okay. This should be long enough though. I mean, on one side, I can pull it. So if I'm using something like a needle nose, one more tooth on top. There we go. Okay. Make sure the front idler is loose when running belts. Oh, yeah, yep. I think it said to undo both of them and then just turn it 4 screws. Okay, surely our belts are... It's tripping me out because my cut is just slightly off, but we're good. Belts are fine. I'm not looking at those 2 belts again. IE all the way back and make sure the front... Resource time worrying about belts lining up. I know. Because it's a one-time deal. Well, it should be a one-time deal. Okay, sweet. So, let's do... Where's the idler part? Loosen the idler bolt to extend the idler. Once extended the maximum, tighten 4 turns, repeat on the second idler. Okay, let's do that really quick. Before we even run the belt. One, two, three, four. Wait, there's not a bolt there. Oh, that is. Okay, so it needs to go all the way through. So it's basically saying once it gets to here, then turn it 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we still need to. Let's see. Okay. Same thing on this one, we've got it pushed all the way. Let's turn it till it's flush. Okay, and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Close enough? Question mark? Okay. Tip for the front idler is bend the belt the way. Wait. There's a polymaker. Yeah, yep. There is a polymaker giveaway. We'll open it up in 13 minutes. Tip for the front idler is bend the belt the way you want it to go and poke with tweezers from the front. You don't want the bolt coming out. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. So let's try this one more time. So again, for this one, did I goof because of the direction I put it in? All right, I'm just going for it. I'm just going for it. Let's start with the B belt. Okay, so B belt's coming through left. So. Yeah, I like that idea, Delmar. These are some really long belts. Okay. Okay, now it's going through the idler. See if I can understand what you were saying, Delmar. With you said feed it. I can't even see the damn thing from this angle. Can you even see the bearing stack on the front? I don't see it at all. Bend the tip of the belt so it curls. Yeah, I just don't. One second here. Let me look at the photo one more time. So yeah, it looks like it goes through. Where do you poke it from? Oh, you said, I think I see what you're saying. There's a little pocket in the front. Yep, I see it. Okay, so it popped out the side. So I think what I need to do is now pull it back here. Oh, shoot. I think I got it. Where does it pop? Oh, okay. So it goes in through there. Wild. Wild. Wait. Wait. What is happening? I curled the tip. I'm pretty sure I got it. Yeah, no, I got it. Wow, that is not, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. It is different. Okay, so let me see if I can somehow show this. So the belt feeds in through here, this printed part, and I guess there's a curved section in the back, but the belt initially wanted to pop out the side here, so I used tweezers on the outside to push it through, and then it comes out from the inside here between the printed part and the extrusion. It's a very cool tight fit with like the Z belts going right through here and then the AB belts going around that belt. I've never built anything like this. It's really cool. Ramalam, so different idlers. Yeah, that was, I know you're not too late for the giveaway. Giveaway opens in 7 minutes. I'm gonna open it right now. It'll be open for 37 minutes today, just so that way I can, I can focus for 37 minutes on this. All right, shorten URL, copy. It is in the chat. Everyone's talked about that mod, so I will absolutely be looking at it later on, because, yeah, that's wild. I definitely see, I can't pin it because of the stupid emoji thing that they added. I have to wait for someone type in chat something. I just need it to go up one higher. I can't pin it. There we go. All right, thank you. Pin message. Okay, so the giveaway is open. It'll be open for 36 minutes, then we'll do the drawing. Yeah, it was fun. Okay. So where do we go from there? So we're doing B-belts. We've done the idler. Now we're going around the motor. So we'll pull you. No, it needs to pass again through. Okay, bear with me. I'm gonna go around the other side so I don't have to keep moving the camera. So this passes beside the XY joint. made it through. There we go. Why is it caught? Oh, there we caught it. Feels weird, like the belt is catching. It's probably just because, there we go. These belts are so long. Okay, so we've got it on there. I can't tell if it's aligned correctly on the idler. I lied, I can, it looks good. Okay, so now, motor time. So it should go around. I'm gonna show you guys this so you can see. Try the Ramas soon, got the kits on the way from Fabrico. Nice. Oh great. So it's we're back to me trying to shove the belt through here, aren't we? There was a few people that said this was their least favorite part, and I'm quickly seeing why. You know what? I wonder if I go... No, I can't go lower than that. Can I? Probably gonna be a tweezer situation again. Let me see. I don't even know if I can get the tweezers through here. I'm gonna take it off camera for a sec so I can try to just do this. Like, I'm not gonna worry about the shot. Super awkward. Once I get this pulled through the back, I'll put the camera back on, but I just need to shove my head inside so I can see what the hell is going on. I feel like a hex key. Let me see. Maybe even just pushing. I use my spring hook all the time. Oh no. Part sucks. Maybe I need to flip it on its back. I don't know what the play is here. I just can't see what I'm doing at all. Use a zip tie or another section of the belt with the teeth together. I don't understand. The end of the belt is just curling. Clear section of the belt from the back. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know how to explain that I can't get a clean view of what I'm doing. No, the Z-belts are fine. Z-belts are fine. It's this belt. Hold on, let me try to bend it back for a sec so I can get it straight. If it would just go straight through, it wouldn't be an issue, but every time I'm pushing it through, it's curling into the extrusion. I just so badly want to see it pop out the other side, and it's not happening. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Going from the other side would be way easier, but I can't go from the other side at this point. Like, it would have been nice if I had fed them first and then put them in the front. I'm about to just start working on the Stealthburner and coming back to this later. I don't know if I have the brain power to keep trying this right now. I definitely ran my AV belts up before installing the gantry. Yeah, I think that I think that it would have been easier. I'm almost tempted to undo it at this point and just go from the back. There's just no space on this side here. I wonder if no, it has to go from the top. I'm giving it like 2 more minutes before I literally do what I said, Mama. You'll be done in seconds. I don't know. What did you say? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. It's right here. Hold on. So it needs to go through the bottom, not the top. But I think that as long as I pull it through, I'll be fine. Now, where the hell are my tweezers? Oh, they are. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, oh my god. Oh, I stabbed myself. It's okay. Oh my god. Yes! Easy! Easy! That was insanely difficult. Wow. Okay, let me make sure everything else is still lined up. That looks good. That looks good. Oh my gosh, that was nuts. Okay, I'm bleeding. I actually stabbed myself. Wow, yeah, okay, 10 out of 10 would not recommend doing the X carriage first. If I could go back, which, I mean, technically we could, I would feed this first from the back, and then the idler, and then to the X carriage, versus going from X and outward like that. It's just, I mean, maybe again, if the end of your belt isn't curled the way mine was, it might be easier, but I could not get it to go straight. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, now we've got that, we need to go around the bearing, on the motor, blah, blah, blah. Okay. God. I was not ready for that mentally. Like, I just wasn't. Do you want the AC on? If it's hot in here, temperature-wise on, then absolutely I will take the AC on. I am sweating bullets. I felt defeated there for a moment. I'm not gonna lie. I needed that. Like, I needed that belt to pop through. Come on. Hold on. Okay. Let's sing thank you very much for 3 months. The Voron engineer should make a Delta printer. It would be fun. Because of that belt, I'm canceling. Worst part, it's done. Let's just hope you don't cut the belt super close. God. Hey Rui. Hey Mybot, I'm dying to know, how did you and Aaron meet? Man, there's 2 stories to this. So, we had a class together senior year in high school, but we didn't talk to each other. I only knew of her because a buddy of mine at the time had a crush on her, and I thought she was super cute. She was one of my classes, and then we never talked or anything like that. And then, yeah, high school passed by, and the next 4 years passed by. So I graduated high school at 17 because my birthday is like at the cutoff when my parents started me early or whatever. And then I was bartending, or bar backing / bartending, depending on the night. But the night she came in, I was bartending, and I carded her, and I knew her name. I was like, Aaron, right? And then Aaron hit on me because you gotta crack my shell. Like, I just am not, I'm social, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not the type to just be like, oh, hey, let me get your number. So she hit on me that night at the bar when I was working, and I think she asked for my number. And then after that, that was enough of a cue for me to be like, oh, she likes me. And so, yeah, then we started dating. I asked her out on a date, and we started dating, and it's been 7.5 years. So, was she drunk by that point? So I say there's no way that she was sober, but she says that she had just gotten off work and was. So I don't know. She definitely had more courage than me. She's like, I'm outgoing, but she's more outspoken. So yeah. Why does the Visor even have a top hat? Why can't it come like the Black Zero? Okay, so wrapped around the back, wrapped around. So is there a bearing? We're getting close with this belt, everybody. And I know everyone's saying it's about time. It's about damn time. All right. Okay. But yeah, that was 7.5 years ago, roughly. We started dating November of 2025? That sounds right. Yeah, definitely thankful that she asked for my number, because I would have needed a drink or two. Gotta get that liquid courage. There's no way I would have asked, especially in that moment. So, also, I'm not very, like, I don't get social cues very well. So, like, I've never known, unless someone blatantly tells me, like, hey, I like you, I have no idea. So it was, she was the perfect, like, I don't know how to describe it, but she did exactly what needed to be done for me to know, like, oh, cool. All right, belt's still looking good. Last thing should be this little bearing on the right side. November 15. November 2015. My bad. This Voron took all my brain power trying to figure out how to round the belt. Okay. Come on, get around the bearing. Oh, maybe we need to take it back out. Let me see. There we go. Okay, we have this belt done. I don't think I'm worried about locking it in place. We have so much slack, it is absolutely disgusting. I do some of the clockwork 5 or 6. Oh, geez. 18 years with my wife and she still supports me. What a wonderful life. Yeah. I got lucky that when we started dating, I already was into all the 3D printing stuff, so it was not a surprise. She knew exactly like what she was getting herself into. Okay, so we have to do this one more time, which makes my heart super sad. We're going to... But if we get these belts done by the time the giveaway happens in 19 minutes, I will be so happy to leave these in the rear view. At least the routing part of it. I just don't want to do it. I would put the belt on the pull. Wait, I would put the belt on the pulley thing. You mean on this? It's so long. I'm gonna wait on. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on this one so I can put them both in at the same time. Okay, so we are going through here, and we are not going towards the idler. Z-belts are a lot more fun than, in my opinion, than the AB belts on this. Okay, so I'm just gonna work around the camera. So we're going through the bearing here, like so. So this belt's cut much straighter. It's not curled on the end, so I'm hoping that I can do this in a fraction of the time that it took us a second ago. Oh. Hey, what's up, Tom Mama? Okay, everybody cross your fingers and your toes that I can figure this out. So this one is going on the top. I feel more confident now. Feel more confident. After getting that first one, I know that if we did it once, we can do it again. Also, I just realized that you can totally, so there's a hole, like the motor mount hole up top. I think that I could actually use that to my advantage. I think I can shove an Allen key through here. Let's see. Maybe not. Yeah, you can totally use this to help guide it. Though I'm not doing a very great job of guiding it. I believe. All right, I'm gonna come around this side again and see if I can get a better visual of what the heck's going on. Absolutely my least favorite part of this build so far is these belts. Absolutely, no questions asked. Let's see. It's just so dark, like I can't even see what's going on. All right, turning this again. I'm not worried about the camera. I'm just gonna give myself a minute to play around with this thing. The zip tie can bend too, though. feel like it's easier just to sort of take it slow. Yeah, I don't know. All right, someone says try zip tie. We'll do that. Although I only have these little chintzy zip ties, but we'll see if we can somehow slide this. Okay, zip tie popped out the wrong side. Let's see how the zip tie is going to really help anything. You can turn the motor also. What was the angle I had it last time? I think it was like this. And I was going at it. Yeah, I think I was going at it like this. Okay, so I see it. I see where it's stuck. It's stuck in this extrusion. Right here. Where's my... So it's the final extrusion that it's getting caught in. So I think if I... You know what, maybe... Okay, maybe zip tie from the other direction to block that. Try this. No. It's ay. It's that damn vertical. It's the damn vertical thing. I just noticed I was donated a membership. Thank you to whoever did that. It's this last beam right here that it's just curling into every time and gripping onto. And I'm trying to scoop the zip tie like underneath it to act as a ramp so that it can't do that. But boy, is it not working. Okay, let's see if I shove something wider, like an Allen key down here. I just need to prevent the tip of it from going this direction. Okay, let's try also bending it now. Let's see if we bend it. Just slide the extrusion cover through. Have an extrusion covers? I probably do in the garage. I got it. I had to bend it the other way. Yes! All right, please tell me the belt's still in the right direction. Please. Wait a minute. Why is the belt? Yeah, we're good. Right? We gotta be good. Come on. Yeah. Although this looks a little bit funky. Why does it look funky? Is it because there's not enough tension? I think so. Okay. Oh, it comes with a kit. Gotcha. I probably just haven't opened that box. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if I do it again, definitely install belts before you do the X carriage, because you can then route from the back end, which is a piece of cake. If you aren't gonna do it that way, then shove one of these guys on down here to block this channel. This is the problem channel, and then bend the other direction. Wow, that was something. Thank you everybody for your patience. I appreciate it, and your tips. Thanks. I'm gonna go around. Let's get these belts routed and never talk about this again. Yeah, this is definitely not what I'd recommend to anybody. I absolutely would get the belts. That has got to be the reason why the guide has you do the belts first. Where's our Allen key? Wait a minute, why does this feel wrong? Oh, I need to go, this needs to go through here, doesn't it? At an angle? That can't be right. Let me check the, 1 second. It feels like it has to go at an angle. Let's see, these are A mode or A belts, and we are going, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say it doesn't seem right. So, take this one back out. If I can get it. There we go. Okay, pulling this one back out. Okay, so this needs to go through this pocket here. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now this, use a tiny driver from the top to help it around the motor. Yep. That worked out well. Okay, so then shove this through here. Like this, hopefully. Maybe. There we go. Okay, that looks good. We need to tighten things up, obviously. This is loose. I'll have to check all of the, I'll have to check everything again to make sure we routed it. Okay, so the last thing should be through the front idlers. So let's go here. Sweet. Okay. NEMA hammer. Hammers work great here. Let the belts pass. Wait. What? Okay, so this is the one we just routed. And this needs to go. You said curve the end of it. So we're gonna pinch the end of it. And And we are going to shove this through. Okay, so it stops again, which makes me think, yeah. So it wants to pop out the belt. Can't really show it, but I'm gonna use these needle nose pliers to shove it back on track. And it went right through. There we go. Bam. All right, now the last thing should be this gear right here. Like that. Sick. We did it. Okay, so all I'm gonna do right this second is pull these belts through and lock them in place. I'm not going to cut them down to size right now. Probably just gonna do that later. I want to lock this in so nothing moves out. And then we are going to start working on the Stealthburner. I need to just not look at belts for a little bit here. What I'm probably gonna be doing, because of how long the ends are, is count like a certain amount of teeth off of each of them and then cut them, because they're way too long, these belts. So for right now, let's just go like this, and like this. And this guy needs to go like this. Hey, zombie, thank you for the banana. We had bananas and pudding for dessert last night. I haven't had bananas and pudding since like a child. I told Erin, I was like, my mom used to make it for dessert every once in a while. I was like, it sounds really good, so she picked some up. Okay, now where did my driver go, everybody? There it is. Do you count the teeth? Yeah, I'm gonna count the teeth. That's why I don't want to do it right now. I'll explain a little bit more what my game plan is in a minute here. Oh, come on. Wait, that's not the one I wanted to loosen. Okay, so I'm gonna pull. Nope, looks like I'm not gonna pull this tighter right now. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right now. I'm gonna look later on and make sure that the belts are routed correctly still around everything and then cut. But yeah, basically the game plan is, this is how much slack we have for our belts, right? Like, this is nuts. So it's gonna be impossible for me to know that they're exactly tensioned equally if I just start pulling them. So later on, I'm going to quite literally take the ends of these and line them up and then cut them much closer. Like, I'm probably going to cut them so that they're about the same length as these ones right here, which is still enough length for me to pull or tighten. I might need to even go shorter later on, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going with clicky. I'm going with clicky. At least initially, for this build. We're gonna do the clicky PCB. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this as is for right now. So belt routing. Those two bolts, I'm not gonna put those two bolts in yet until I tighten down everything. Yeah, I say we move on to Stealthburner. Because the belts are basically done. I just need to cut them shorter, pull them tight, and then We can install a click key a little bit later. LDO kit is more than enough. Yeah. You have enough extra belt there to do a V0 gantry. Let's get this off. That was not fun. But again, I mean, it was self-inflicted. I should have not. I should not have done the X carriage and tighten them in place without having routed them more. Whew, it is draw time. All right, sitting for 2 seconds here. If you have not filled out the form for the giveaway, I'm going to be removing it in 30 seconds here, and I'll give you 2 minutes to finish up. All right, we'll wait 30 seconds to remove it. I don't know, coffee sounds horrible. I need water. It was a really silly way to do the belts. In a way, I'm glad that I did it, so I can tell others don't do what I did. But it just made things way more complicated. Okay, let me remove this pin message. Let's see, how many people? 89. Okay, well that makes it easy. 90. Somebody snuck in. 1 second. How do I go? Okay, perfect. Let's do this. Also, if you have not, we are at 84 likes. If you have not hit the like button, please do. I'm trying to get to 100. Okay, a lot more people snuck in. So this is everybody, there's 94 people. $95 people, someone else snuck in. Alrighty. Here we go. As always, massive thank you to Polymaker for letting us do these giveaways. If you have not tried out Polymaker Filament, what are you doing? There's a link in the description over to their website. They've got everything from beautiful PLAs to incredible ASAs, carbon fiber materials. I mean, really, you name it, they've got it. So if you've not tried them out, I've been printing with Polymaker Filament for probably 5 years. Not exclusively, but I first started using the filament about 5 years ago at MatterHackers actually, and it's been really consistent, and they're just an awesome company. So, anyways, thank you very much for letting us do this giveaway, and let's go ahead and shuffle this. Let's see, man, how many shuffles? Let's do. We'll do 12. I don't know the random number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good luck, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. It rolled right over you, Delmar. You were so close. Rafferty B, you are our winner. Delmar, didn't you also, though, just win like 2 weeks ago? That was close again, though. Rafferty, congratulations. Let me go here. I'll do some confetti, a little cheer action. I'll send you an email later on today, and you can pick out, depending on where you are, if you're in the US or Canada, you'll get a gift card, and you can pick out what you want. If you're in anywhere else, you can choose any PLA, ABS, PTG, or ASA, other than exotics, and they will get that sent out. So congratulations. And I would have said to reroll. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, you did just win a couple weeks ago. I was like, I know you did. So I will contact you later today. Let me turn off confetti. Bam. Okay, let's see if we can make up for lost time with the Stealthburner. think this is our Stealthburner guide, is it not? Yes. Okay. Alright, so we're starting off with the Clockwork 2. So let's grab all the parts that we need for that. No, I need you. I need you. We're doing some more inserts. So in the last 4 days, with a three-year-old grandson in the house, I've seen Modbot's feature. It's exhausting. You really need to add a button on your deck. Oh, for the, you mean for the confetti? There's a confetti button, I just can't turn it on. I don't understand what happened. I just need to probably revise it. Okay, so these are the two pieces that need heat inserts, I think that we use IGUS style cable chains. I'm almost positive. Do I have cable chains here? Yeah, I do. Yeah, so we are good on that. So we're gonna use the 2-hole. Okay, so there's a lot of, we're gonna be doing, let's get all of this out of the way. As far as heat inserts go. This one needs a heat insert, and there's a small piece somewhere that I'm not seeing. Did I lose it? It's quite possible. Okay, you need it. Okay, I think this is all the pieces that require heat inserts. So that's me. I don't need a heat insert. Starting my drive to Murph. Hey, awesome. Have fun, Del Mar. If you see anything rad, please take photos, and yeah, just have a great time. Check out the Lightburn booth too. I think they're bringing down a Galvo fiber laser again. So I don't know if they're gonna be letting people engrave like their own business cards with their names or what, but yeah, they should be doing that. But definitely have fun. Stealthburner stream on its own, so much work. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to do as much as we can with the Stealthburner. Honestly, the belts take a lot longer than I expected. I think that I fooled myself with how smooth the Z belts went, that I was like, yeah, these belts are gonna be a piece of cake. And I chose, I don't know, I don't want to say I chose violence, but like I chose the least optimum path. So yeah, here we are. Cool. So on this one, we need, looks like 2. So one goes here, and one goes here. Are you going down for the whole weekend, Delmar? Or are you just going down for, well, yeah, you must be, right? If you're leaving today, and it's not, you gotta be going down for the whole weekend. Okay, let's see if we can, I'm not gonna do this without blocking it with my arm. We'll go like this. Looks about right. All right. Oh yeah, we've got the side one going in right here. Very curious to see how you do this part. Was my biggest struggle in my build. Really? The Stealthburner? What part of it was the struggle? I mean, we did it. We've done one before on stream for the Switchfire. I do remember it being difficult, but it's been a while. I don't remember why. I don't remember the difficult parts. I think we had some issues with the soldering of the LEDs or routing of them. All right, that looks fine. I think. Are we in? Yeah, that's plenty good. Oh, the Clockwork 2. So happy with this print on my Micron right now. Oh, nice. Did you just get the Micron built? Can I go to Murph because it's the same time as Flight Fest? Or Fight? Is it Fight? No, Flight. What is Flight Fest? It sounds very familiar, but I can't. Is it a music festival? Okay, this is on heat inserts, cool. Okay, so we're done with the heat inserts on you. Now we need spacing from this angle. So it looks like we need one in this part and one in this part. Wait, what was the issue you had with the clockwork? I don't remember the clockwork 2 being that bad. Maybe I'm wrong, and I've like... There's been so many struggles on streams that like I'm sure I've sort of like blacked out or blocked the memory and just to try to remember the happy times. But I don't remember that being too bad. I was getting bad. Oh, interesting. Bad extrusion noises and bad stuff. It is from flight test. Oh, cool. I've never heard of it. At least I don't think I have been. Okay, so we need another heat insert right here. I've had really good luck with the clockwork too. I mean, I only have one again in the switch wire, but yeah, I didn't have any real issues. Did you figure out what the issues ended up being, or what'd you end up doing? I hear Aaron singing. What the heck? Looks about right. There's always a fine line between like get it flush but don't smush it. That looks pretty dang good to me. The video is in the manual. Were a great help. Practice is your people flying RC airplanes in combat events. That sounds super fun. I'll have to look up some videos online. Oh, below the surface. Okay, so this part I need to remember. The two on the back, so flipping this around. And the one up top, so this one right here. And the bottom one right here. We don't want flush, we want to bottom them out. So, let's do that. Okay, I think that's good. Is the Flight Fest the same time every year? Because Murph is the same. It wasn't. Like, Murph used to be earlier in the year, because the one I went to in 2018 was freaking freezing. Okay, cool. So yeah, I can see, I don't know how I'll be able to see it. You probably can't at all. But yeah, you can kind of see there's a window right here that's reflective. Like, you see a little bit of light shining through, or a little bit. So you can see that the insert's deep enough. Okay, and then there was one more that goes right here, and this one's just surface level. But yeah, Murph's every year at the same time now, as far as I know, the same weekend. So I wonder if it's the same way for Flight Fest, or if they rotate their weekends or their dates, change them up. This one, we'll just turn it, push it, so it's flush. Thank you. Oh, do we hit 100 likes? Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're getting? Congratulations. 98. No, we're 2 away. At least on my end. I don't know if it is delayed. All right, so we're good on those. And now we need optional heat toolhead PCB, which we are doing. So we need to add one more right here. Do you need the belt tension? Yeah, no. From everything I saw, the belt tension should be done after the entire printer is built. It looks like it's in the secondary tuning guide in the Voron repository. So yeah, I don't plan on doing any tensioning. All I'm gonna do is, I'll probably do it on my own, is the AB belts are way too long. So I'm gonna cut off most of the excess and just leave, I don't know how you can see that, but leave like that much on the other side so they're equal. And then I'll you know, sort of pull it semi-tight, but not really tight, and then I'll wait until until the end when everything's assembled, and then we'll go through tightening the Z and the AB belts. It threw me off initially because I didn't see anywhere in the guide any mention of tightening things or tensioning belts, but when I did quick search, it looked like I saw it in the afterwards, like in the tuning guide. That looks pretty dang good. Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, 101, sweet! Thank you. Okay, so we've got that. Oh, this one sucks. Be careful. Alright, so this heat insert's my least favorite. It's the one that goes in... I don't know how we can show it. It's so awkward. It's right here. And so if you go straight in, you're going to hit the wall. And on the first one of these, I definitely did hit the wall with the printed part. So let me see if I can sort of angle this. Like, I'm not gonna insert the tip into the heat insert. I'm gonna try to just go from the side and push. I think it's working. Yeah, she's good. Nice. You need a heat shield. I don't know if I can show it. Is that a thing? Like, to block part of the iron? Let's see if we can show this. But yeah, we got it in. Nice. It took a little bit longer because I didn't use the tipped iron in there, but pretty sweet. That would be really handy if there was a thing you could put on an iron to block the heat on one side, but I've never seen that. Okay, so heat inserts are done on those. Now we need to insert this guy facing this direction. Page 1 tells you, oh, I can't see your full message. Oh, page 141 tells you to pull the belts tight and secure the X carriage. Yeah, I did see that, but I just meant as far as like the specifics of tensioning it. So I will, yeah, I will definitely, similar to the Z belts I did, you know, apply some level of tension, but just not real tight, since we're gonna be fine-tuning it afterwards using an app and the tensioners built into the idlers. Yeah, I was just, because since we just built the V0.2, it caught me off guard because the V0.2 in the actual manual tells you to use the app and tells you the frequency to tune the AB to. So I was kind of expecting that to be in the guide, but it's not, which is fine. It just caught me off guard. Smash these down like this. Cool, and then we need to do the bottom one, it looks like. All right. They sell fiberglass pads. Oh, that's awesome. You should get Octo print on this Voron 2.4. Octo print? I like main seal much more. I've done Octo Clipper. I did a video on it a while back, and it doesn't, to me, it's not as ideal for Clipper. Okay. I think we're down to our final 2 heat inserts. Flush with the surface. Okay, so this one we're going. Yeah, I love mainsail. I've tried fluid now. Like, I have it installed on the second cube. It comes on like the Sonic pad, and it also came on the Chitty Tech. So like, I've had some experience. Even actually, it comes on the Cyborg V0.2. So I've been using fluid a bit lately, and I don't have anything against fluid. Like, I think it's great. I don't know. I have a preference. I prefer mainsail. I should probably give main seal another go. Been using fluid. Yeah, it's totally personal preference. Like, I know people that swear by one over the other, and I don't feel so strongly about one or the other. I think they're both fine, you know, web interfaces or interfaces, but I just like main seal a little bit more. Cool. All right. Marlin on a Voron. Yeah, Clipper's rad. I mean, it can be a bit of a pain, I suppose. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I think Clipper's rad. I love how easy it is to change things. I love the built-in web interfaces. I love the macros. It's just sweet. I like that you can use multiple MCUs. I like that there's CAN functionality if you want it. There's just so much great. In main seal, is there a way to turn off the power level in the temperature graph? Power level? What? I'm not sure. I don't entirely know what you mean. All right, let's get building. So M316 socket head. M316 socket head, bam. So we're starting off with this part facing like this, and then we're taking, nope, that is a different part. Looks like this. Going like that. Oh, it's tight. There we go. It's a tight fit. I don't remember that from the first time I built it, but glue it. The PWM value being used on the heater. Oh, gotcha. I don't actually know. I don't know if I'd mess with it. What do you like about main cell? I started with fluid, so maybe, yeah, I started with main cell. It could definitely be that too. Like, you just get familiar with it. So every time I go in fluid, I'm like, oh, that's different. I don't know that I love that. I do think that the one you start with, you just, like anything, right? You get some familiarity, and if there's not a very strong, compelling reason to pull you away from something, then why change what you already know? All right. Okay, that's in. Now we need our BMG. I don't know where that stuff is, if I'm being honest with you. Where is shooter stuff? Is it in motion? Would it be in motion? I don't know. What is this? This is motors. This is electronics. This is cable kit. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. But assume it's not in this motion. Here's motion. So I guess it's kind of motion. It's what moves your filament through. Yep, it's in motion. Yeah. Bam. Check out the name of the heater in the main cell interface and uncheck PWM. I think it was more easier to refer how the UI is arranged. Funny, for me it's the opposite. But again, it's what lubrication film is required to ensure smooth operation longevity. Refer to the Voron sourcing guide. Okay. Oh man, I don't have gloves, so we're just gonna do it. Wait, do we want the lubrication on the outside of the bearings? Or on the, I don't know. We're just gonna put a little dab on everything. figure out how to do it. There we go. I don't have any gloves in here, so we're just going in. Alright. I think we want the grease on the outside as well. I honestly don't remember. We'll just put a little bit. Shouldn't hurt anything. Okay, and then we need this one. Like that. One second, let me wipe my hands off. Put our little cover on our syringe. There we go. Oh. Okay, so this is snapping into this part like this, and we want the teeth on the right side. It only goes in one way, so shouldn't be an issue. I think this was, oops, shit. If I remember correctly, this was a pretty tight snap. One side in, two sides in. Cool. Should be good. Alright. Mind orientation. Yeah, we can only fit in one way, right? I don't see how it could. Yeah. Okay. Next up, what do we got next? We've got our let's see, this piece. And then we need our tension arm. It's right here. Oh, that's cool. They give you an extra spring. Hey, what's up, Rick? Happy Wednesday. Oh, nice. So they use the same, this is the same setup on the Orbiter V2. So this little shim or spacer or whatever washer, it can't come off. It's a small detail, but boy is it nice. I've lost at least 2 of these on stream before to the carpet. So I'm a big fan of that. Okay, so direction-wise, we want this like this. This is going through the top hole, and then it's going into the heat insert on this little guy. So let's thread that in. Kind of awkward for me. Switch sides. Oops. Why is this not doing what I want to do? Oh, there's a little, okay, I see it now. There's a little protruding part that needs to align with this little notch. Right there. It's kind of tough to see in this color, but. So I think I'm actually going to get that aligned first. There we go. And then insert this in. Okay, longer shorts of string will change tension, have an impact. Or do they give you 2 springs because they're different length, so you can choose which one you, hold on. Are these different springs or the same springs? No, you can't choose because you can't take the washer off, so yeah, we're going with how it is. All right, have an impact, cool. Check the bearing fit, all right. We're gonna use, I have a bunch of these actually. I have a bunch of these ones. Okay, so the bearings should be slipping on and off. Where are the bearings? Here they are. Okay, that's super smooth. Goes right on, goes right off. And same, super smooth. Very nice. All right, so now we need to grab, okay, the bearing fit must slip on and off the shaft. Pressing the bearing on the shaft will damage them, lightly sand if needed, which we don't need. Pull the seat the bearing into the plastic pocket, apply even pressure to insert them, avoid pressing the inner ring of the bearing. If it fits too tight, the printed parts are likely over extruded. Okay, so we're gonna insert one of the bearings into a tiny little pocket right here. See how this goes. It was a pain last time I did it. I think I need, let me see if I use like It hurts your finger to just press directly. Let's see, I use some cloth. Okay, that is a pain in the butt. I don't remember what we did last time. I feel like we used a huge Allen key to push it in. Does that sound right? Almost positive we just used this guy like this and pushed. Yeah, that did it. Perfect. Yeah, if I had, the reason why I didn't want to use pliers is I don't have any that are smooth. They all have like jagged teeth and I worry about damaging it. So, I mean, I've probably done that before. I want to get the ones that don't want to break the bearings. Yeah, that wasn't very much pressure. That was quite simple. I've actually done the first time when I printed out my own parts, these are from the commercial Print It Forward program. But the first time when I printed out my own Stealthburner parts, that was definitely a tighter fit. I remember that. I have flashbacks right now of what that stream was like, and I remember that being a real pain in the ass. It took a lot longer than that. Okay, and now we need to do the other bearing on the other side. Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe this is the one that was a royal pain in the butt. Let's see. Fully seat the bearing, plastic socket. Yeah, this is the one that sucked. Okay, so how the hell are you supposed to push this down in there? Honestly, I think we're going to, will this fit? No, it doesn't fit. Okay, I can't remember what we use on this one. Hey, 760, what's up, buddy? Hi, Ed. Let me see if I go one size down, if it'll fit. I don't remember what we used for this. I remember this part sort of sucked. Okay, this does fit. We're going for it. Ooh, my stomach. My stomach. It's definitely food o'clock. Okay, that worked well. I'm gonna press just ever so slightly one more time. But yeah, we're in. Cool. So I recommend massive Allen keys. Massive Allen keys is the way to go. I'm gonna definitely start snacking soon. That I can feel my stomach being pissed at me. Okay, so now we need to install the thread locker. Adding a small amount. Let me see here. So fully seat the bearing into the plastic pocket. Blah blah blah. Thread locker, please. Adding a small amount of medium strength thread locker to the flathead screw will keep it from coming loose over time. I don't remember doing that previously. We have some here. We can definitely do that. So sure, what the heck? Why not? Let's just squirt a tiny bit onto the bearing bag. Sounds like pizza is missing. Ooh, yum. Yeah, we've been trying to eat healthier. Just because, one, I'm trying to actually lose a little bit of weight. And two, my blood sugar levels were pre-diabetic when we went to the doctor last time. We talked about this, I think. Almost positive we did. So we've been kind of on more of a Mediterranean diet, which has been quite nice, actually. That was way too much Loctite. That was wasteful. Okay, so let's not have this touch. 1 second. Okay, we should be fine. I just want to make sure it doesn't touch the ABS, because that will not be good. It will weaken the ABS and make it crack. Yeah, I love fish. A lot of fish is in the Mediterranean diet, so salmon's the primary fish we have here. Shellfish is also in the diet, so we made a really, really good shrimp-based mesh the other day that we had for like 2 days, and then had leftovers. Okay, adding a small amount of medium strength, yada yada. Okay, it doesn't say anything about how far I should tighten it yet, so I think we'll get to that point. So for right now, I've just sort of got it almost all the way closed, but not tightened. Let's see, a poorly made gear often causes print quality, so they should be authentic. Initial position, the final position will be set later. Okay, I don't think it matters. I think I can leave this secondary gear loose, or at least semi-loose if I remember correctly. I think we basically want to tighten it on the flat spot of the shaft, but we don't need to do any measurements or anything like that. Because we're going to align it with a piece of filament at some point. So let's do that. That is to... where's my... There you are. Dutch is back. If you tighten too much, it will break. Oh, you're talking about the little guy? The I can't think of what the name of that little screw, or that little screw is called, but yeah, we won't over tighten it. I just don't know if there's a certain, one second here, there's a certain point they recommend us starting at. Let's keep tightening this. Okay, so it's at least locked in on the flat spot. Like it can't come off and it can't turn beyond it, but it's not coming off. So we'll leave it like that and then we'll align it later on with filament. The anti-squish. You forgot Loctite. Oh shoot, should I lock? No, this one, I'm sorry. They have Loctite on them already, Jose. You threw me off for a second. Yeah, normally you would definitely add Loctite to that. It even says to in the instructions, but the LDO kit, they already pre-Loctited, or they have the blue thread locker already on them. Thank you for the reminder though, because if not, I would be sad. Okay, so we've got that, cool. Moving on to the next, which is basically shoving this, let's see, shoving this like this onto our spot, and then closing this up like this. Okay. They recently updated the Stealthburner manual, add thread locker because my manual doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't think that I added thread locker on the anti-squish on the previous one that I did. Does it say anything about how tight we want the anti-squish right now? Does anybody know? Anti-squish, oh, here we go. Softer, customers will reform. Should we be adjusting it yet or no? I don't think we have to do it yet. It looks like at that page. Okay, so that's in place. Now we need M325s. Get to just later. Okay, perfect. Normally the instructions are fine to go in order, and when we jumped out of order earlier, I screwed myself by the belts not doing them in a method that made more sense. Okay, M325 pocket heads. And so we need one of these in the bottom. Wait, am I looking at this backwards? No. Okay. Fully seated to start, back out for flex. Okay, sick. So I did good then. I didn't fully tighten it, like it's still loose, but I think I'll be pretty, we should be pretty good then. Okay, it says don't over tighten, which means something very different to me. Okay. Don't over tighten until the plastic bends. Oh, yeah, it's a joke. Check if the filament path aligns with the tooth section of the drive gear. We are looking at it from the side. And yeah, I mean it does, but it doesn't because we haven't tightened it, but that's fine. At least our orientation and stuff's correct. It is really tough to show black printed parts on camera. I apologize. I guess it looks okay like that, but certain angles make it really tough. Okay, drive alignment. Okay, so now we're gonna do the alignment check. We are going to, let's see, where's some PLA? Most of everything I've got here is, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Grab some, oops. So we got some Polymaker ASA. There's already teeth on it all though. Okay, so insert filament. Fully seated to start. The trick is to put filament in with pull tension and adjust the screw until it's nice in fluid motion. Just finish my LDO every 0. Oh, 2.4. I found the manual to be slightly lacking in those regards here and there. I have to look ahead to the tuning docs. Oh, because are you talking about like the belts? Because the belt tensioning threw me off. It doesn't really cover any of the belt tensioning specifics until later. All right, so we are feeding this through and out the bottom. Okay. That feels... insert a piece of 175 filament. With the filament inserted, verify if the filament path and drive gear line. Loosen the screw and adjust the position of the gear if required. Okay, so let's first start by tightening our set screw inside here. With this guy. Wow, that is really loose. So it's because of the, is it because of the, no, we haven't even inserted the next gear yet, so, all right, we'll do it like this. Thinking out loud here. And the tension limit screw, but yeah, this will be addressed later, will be good. Yeah, it threw me off, because I always do a tiny bit of prep before the streams, and so, okay, so this looks good. We still have a little bit of motion, but it's aligned with the teeth, like right center. Yeah, I always do a little bit of prep to see at least what parts I'm gonna need for that stream, and it threw me off looking at the belts. I'm like, wait a minute, the V0.2 manual showed us exactly how to tension it, and this doesn't say how to tension it, so. Sweet, all right, check for clearance. The drive must not touch the motor housing. How do you check that? Okay, so I guess we're just checking that this isn't rubbing. So it's not a big gap, but it's smooth. It's very smooth, so we're fine. It's hard to show on camera, but there's a tiny little gap, which looks like that's all that we need. The drive shaft must not touch the motor housing. Make sure it does not sit above the surface of the printed part. Above the surface of the... This is still super loose, but check the shaft has sufficient clearance when fully seated. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So when fully, because it still can move side to side right now, but even fully seated, it's got clearance, so we're fine. Hey, what's up? Adam, how's it going? Alara too, hi. Yeah, we, man, you missed, you haven't built the 2.4, have you, Adam? I know you have a Trident. But okay, so the belt system should still be the same. Man, you missed me suffering on the AB belts. I decided to install the X carriage first, so we attached belts from one side, and then when I was trying to feed the belts through the AB motor bearing stacks, boy, was it a struggle to try to align them. Yeah, I think that the AB motor setups, well, maybe they're not identical. Maybe they are slightly different, the orientation, but it was a struggle. It was absolutely rough. My patience was absolutely tested. Let's see, depending on the shaft tolerances, you may need to adjust. Okay, we're fine on that. Now we are going to be inserting the other portion of this. So it looks like this is going in orientation-wise. So this way, like this. I think I might have tightened this a little too tight, possibly. Yeah, you need an Allen wrench or something. Yeah, the vertical extrusion, the belt just kept dipping into, and I kept thinking that I would be able to, if I was like patient enough, just feed it straight through, but I couldn't. Yeah, I ended up finally shoving an Allen key into the channel to try to block it, and then use needle nose like tweezers to grab it. It was not my most graceful moment. Okay, so why is this not going in? Something tells me I maybe tightened it a bit too tight. Yeah, I'm gonna loosen these 2 bolts briefly here. There we go. And this needs to go, is that right? I think that's right. And M325. Maybe? The extruder body doesn't need to be that tight. Yeah, I think it said in the instructions to not over tighten it, but like my definition of not over tightening and the instructions are, don't think they always align. Lara, stop laying the frog in the other room. What? I started at the motors, wasn't too bad. Yeah. If I could go back in time, I would not have installed the X carriage until after I had ran the belts. How does that feel tight? Like, I guess it's not, it just sounds tight. I would have not installed it till after the fact. Let's just leave these kind of loose for now. Somebody made the suggestion, and then I also was kind of like, yeah, maybe that makes more sense. And then I went with it. I should have not. But, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And I haven't done a 2.4 before. So I wasn't really sure. It was a little tighter than I'd like it still. Okay, this is super loose. It's fine, as long as I remember to tighten it later. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into. Now we need another accent piece, which looks like you. And it's going in like that, maybe? Or maybe not. No, this is the latch, right? Yeah, so this. Okay. And this is also an M325. Wow, that is a tight, there we go. That's tight fit. Okay, latch is in. Nice. Tension mechanism. Okay, so now we're doing the anti-squish thingamajig. Putting the thumb clockwise will increase tension, and gripping on the filament too much tension will result in an issue. Soft and flexible filament will deform and extrude for the adjustment. Installing the squish. Okay. I think we're fine. I mean, let me grab another piece of filament because the we have one that's, what is this? This is pretty. What is this? This is PLA. This is printed solid filament. I thought that it was Polymaker. Incognito. Okay. So let's shove this piece in here. Might need to remove this. There we go. All right, and I'll close it to create our tension. feels fine. Okay, software plus materials will be formed, extrude pour, limiting tension, copper tiers, and adjustment features. Moving this cushion like full to prevent the gears. Okay, so I think we don't really need to. I'm gonna loosen this completely for a sec here. And put it back in. Voron made a Delta printer. The printer, I would build it. I would too. My favorite Delta right now is the V400. I'm hoping to do some, or at least upgrade it a little bit. I got the, or I bought the Volk Musk Mosquito. Nitram sent his portion of it, and then I bought the rest of the parts from Slice, and I really want to install it on that printer. Okay, that doesn't feel like enough tension. Let's see. Okay, so I have it all the way tightened. Not sure what a Delta burner would look like. It'll look awesome. I love Deltas. I know they're not the most like practical as far as the volume that they take for the arms, as far as compared to like their build volume. But boy, they're the most, in my opinion, the most fun printers to just watch do their thing. Okay, I'm happy for right this second. Interesting, it feels like it's rubbing. Okay, I'm just gonna continue on until we get to, a little bit further. So we need our pancake motor, or I guess it's not a pancake, right? It's the NEMA 17? NEMA 14. Let's throw this box over here. I really need to go 20 hours awake, and I almost work 14. Oh my gosh, I thought you bailed out nice. I figured you went to sleep, man. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you get a good night's sleep. Okay, let me look at the back on this one. Which direction do we want? I don't remember. Okay, the direction we want this looks like it is. I can't tell. Okay, it looks like we have the plug going out bottom left. So, bottom left. So like this, is that right? Are there, I don't see, okay, what am I doing? Okay, I'm looking at it now. So according to this, this is how we want it. And I think this is how, I think this is the direction that we had it that worked best for the toolhead board, was going out the bottom left. Hey, what's up, Dutch? You'll plug it in the breakout board? Yeah. We're gonna go CAN bus eventually. I have the Stealthburner 2040 CAN bus board, but we're gonna build it stock, at least initially, and then we're gonna do some stuff to it. So, how's it going, Dutch? M330. I think I'm gonna ask Aaron to bring in any food. I just feel like I need food. All right. So. Off, there we go. All right, we got this in place. Looking to sell and list my bamboo tonight. Man, did they end up getting back to you then? I'm assuming they did, and they didn't have any solution. Now I need an M38 and a M3 washer. So M38 is right here. M3 washer. Do we have them? Where would we? If I was an M3 washer, where would I be? Here maybe. Washers. Yep. Cool. Buy an LDO kit from Voron. Memory labs are expensive. They still claim it's a setting, which makes sense, but doesn't. Same G code works before, will fail after. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry that's the outcome, dude. It blows. I don't know, are you still in chat, 760? Because he was getting a replacement, he was supposed to be getting a replacement bamboo sent out. Oh, what the hell? Wait, what did I do wrong there? Oh, no, that's right. Why am I failing so hard at getting this washer in? All right, let's start with the washer first. Come on, guy. You lay flat. There we go. All right. Oh, come on. How long have you spent? Oh, here he is. Yeah. Yes, actually, I should get the neoxide carbon at the end of the week. Yeah, so interesting coming back. DJI is a Chinese weapons manufacturer? It's okay, the manager takes the situation seriously. They just don't understand it themselves either. Yeah, because Dutch has been working with them, you said for like 2 or 3 months, right? Like back and forth. I don't think 760 was working with them that long. I know it's probably at least 30 days. Maybe I'm wrong, I really don't know. The motor position will be adjusted the next step. Don't fully tighten just yet. I haven't tightened anything fully yet. Adjust the stepper motor. Oh, that's right. We need to watch this video, don't we? Here we go. Oh, this is the one we watched last time. I remember this actually. I do remember this. Longer than I should have. The agent was very good in the offering replacement relatively quick. It's just that getting the shipping the machine took a while. I'm gonna grab something from the kitchen. I'll be right back. I got granola balls. Okay. Do it on hard mode. Yeah, if I remember correctly, we watched this before, and I think you basically just want the tiniest little bit of wiggle.
Set like I've got it right now. I'm pushing back and forth on this.
Trying to get rid of the backlash. So I think he shows it.
You've got it set like I've got it right now.
so this is good.
blade
So he's gonna
here.
loosen it, I think, so you can see it,
Precise.
the backlash.
Just that screw butt enough to, the way that I, just that a little bit, come back here, and I'm gonna listen.
Oh, he doesn't actually show it
Barely
in.
see it, if you can see it at all, but there's a little bit's need.
Yeah, you basically want a tiny bit of play, but like almost to the point where you can't see it. You can almost just feel it or hear it. So, we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, so let's tighten. Okay, why can't we pivot? Why are we not pivoting? Did I tighten this too tight? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I won't be able to really show this, so you're just gonna have to bear with me here. So that's not meshing at all. Something feels. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I think I need to tighten. I think I need to tighten the first bolt. Nope, that's not the right one. This one, the pivot arm. Okay. So that's too tight. It's not. There's no motion. Like there's no movement at all. I can't feel anything. So let's slowly back off. Oh wait, did I? Yeah. Okay, tons of motion. No motion. Ooh, that could be it. Nope, still need to hear more. That might be it. Yeah, we're going with it. I don't know if I'll be able to show this on camera at all, but like, all right, there's the teeth. And if I'm using my finger, you can see it. They're kind of moving. Like, I don't know if you can even see it. It's microscopic. You can feel it more. You can more so feel it than see it. So the question now will be when I tighten this, if I can figure out where the hell the hole's at. Here we go. If it'll still be like that, or if I'll lose that little bit of tension. Let's see. No, it still feels good. You can almost, I don't know if you can hear it. You think I have an issue? Wait, what's my issue? Wait, the gear is not flush to the wall. Is the gear supposed to be flush to the wall? Oh, that makes sense. Why wouldn't it? I moved it flush. The gear should be up until... Yeah, why is the gear still able to pivot like that? Hey, what's up, poor boy? That was my biggest issue. I mean, it's flush. I moved it flush to the wall now, so is it? Maybe it's fine now. I don't know what keeps it in place. I haven't done. I haven't done enough of these to know. Yeah, the gears are fine now. Rui was right. A second ago, the gear was lifted up. I'm gonna keep 1 second. Let me tighten this down more so I don't lose that positioning because I'm really happy with it. Or maybe, did I lose it already? No, no, it's still fine. But yeah, so the gear can slide up and down, which seems weird. Like, it's not it's not totally against the motor. And now if I push it down, it drops down. And I'm not sure why it's able to do that. That does seem, it seems odd to me. Why is it able to do that? Oh, filament keeps it in place? Okay, so maybe we are fine then, as long as I shove some filament through here. Okay, let's see what happens. I do hear a clicking sound, which I don't like. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's a weird sound. Hey Dan, I watched your Voron 1 build to build my Voron, many things. Hey, yeah, absolutely. I'm glad it helped. Congratulations, hopefully you're up and running. I hear a clicking sound that I don't like, and I don't know what would be causing that. It's engaging the motor. Our gear is staying in place. I had to back out on mine recently. Maybe it's that. Maybe it is the anti-squish. Let's see. Oh. Back it out a turn. Still definitely hear it. Tighten the bolt on the gear. Wait, which one? You mean on the arm? Grub screw is loose. The grub screw shouldn't be loose. I tightened it. It's yeah, it's tightened. If you're talking about the one that inside here, I tightened it a little bit ago. But that could be part of the issue. I think I might need to back it out again. Let me see. Oh shit. Okay, so let's see if we have the gear. So that seems fine. One second. Yeah, it's okay. I want to reseat it anyway, because I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I don't remember feeling this clicking sound, but maybe I did on the other one that I have. I don't know. Okay, so set screws tight. Ooh, that's smoother. Oh, that's way smoother. That's way better. I don't know. Maybe I had, because Ruby noticed that this gear wasn't perfectly flush, so it's possible when I tightened the set screw that I tightened it incorrectly on the shaft of this. And so when I was pulling the filament, it was kind of, like the gear was sort of at an angle, or the teeth on this, and that's what was causing that sort of clicking sound when it was slipping. It seems way better now. Gotta go. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Adam. Have a great night. Yeah, this seems good. Okay, so I'm pretty happy about that. That feels nice. Let's head back to the instructions here. Gear play, tighten one done. Okay, I think I need to tighten everything now. Yeah, let's tighten up all the bolts on the back that I didn't tighten up originally. think I'm tightening these probably a bit too tight. It still moves fine. Make sure this still feeds well. I just don't, I've done that before where I'm like, yeah, I'll tighten it up later. And then the freaking build's done and I'm like, oh no, I never tightened it. You know, like that's why I have these issues. So yeah, that feels great. Ooh, I feel really happy about that. I lost a week testing the printer just because of this step. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Definitely want to take the time to get this right. The gear that goes to, yeah, cool. Okay, so going back to the instructions really quick here, we need to install our the cable chain mount, which is going to go like this. Wait, how does this go? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, that's an M320. M320. I hear Jackson crying out there. Okay, so this guy goes into the one heat insert. I'll keep it semi-loose because we're gonna have to install one from the front too. And the one from the front is an M38, our big bag. And this one just drops in. There's a side, can't really show it on camera very well, but a little side slot right here. Oop, dropped it. There we go. Go from the side. There we go. Fixed it. Oh, nice. All right, that one's in. Don't need to over tighten this, but it's me, and I struggle to not over tighten things. Okay, sick. That's on, latch open. It says to have it facing like this, open the latch, and then insert a M316, which we have right here. Looks like through here. So you kind of slide it through. There we go. Oh yeah, this one, what is this one for? We don't undo the filament back. Forgot, this one we don't over tighten because it's just threading into the plastic. Just leave it like that for now. I don't remember what that one's for. Oh, it's the cable cover. That's right. Okay. Cable cover is right. Wait, there's two of them. Okay, one of them has a little, I don't know which one to use. Ugh. So there's one that's got a little, like, looks like thing you'd snap on to something there, and one that doesn't. I have no idea. I don't think we used one that had that little latch thing. I think we're gonna go with the one that doesn't have. Oh, that's for a chamber thermistor. No kidding, that's cool. Do we need that one for the, I don't know what the 2.4 uses, or like the LDO 2.4. I assume it would have it. I almost feel like I should install it regardless because that's kind of cool. We'll go with that one then. That's fine by me. My Rev C have it? Okay, sick. Yeah, then we should have it as well. Okay, so for this, I think I need to back it out because we need to thread it onto our bat. I called the Batwing. It kind of looks like a Batmobile wing that goes on it. So let's undo this. Undo this a bit. And get this like that. Oops. There we go. Okay, so now we should have our stick. All right, so yeah, now we've got our little bat wing. I really like this. It's like such a simple concept. It's just like a hinge, screw hinge that gives you this nice little area to hide wires and stuff, but it's so nice. I really appreciate I really appreciate stuff like that. It's really cool. Okay, and then we need an M36 button head. Close it in place, so we'll lock it in place right now. So I guess we'll do the wiring. We'll do the board install later on. So for right now, we'll just kind of close this up. Nice. That looks great. All right. Oh, sick. That was that part. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna go on a little bit longer. Yeah, it's really sleek. It's just, it's a nice little feature. Oops. Okay. So, we're doing the Revo. Identifying printed parts, available mounts, missing corner. Okay, so we need, ADXL PC mount to use that optional. Do we have that on here? Yep, so we'll install those. Cool. All right, well, let's do these couple heat inserts. I don't think we'll do the front plate today, because I'm getting kind of hungry. But let's at least see if we can get the hot end portion put together. Like so. And then we are going to do 1, 2, 4. All right, those look good to me. I've been going okay. Weather here has been a pain. Nearly lost our roof. Oh my God. Current temperature is 11 Celsius. Jeez. That does not sound fun. Is the weather similar in most parts of Australia, or is it like substantially different depending on where you're at? Like, is it mostly humid all over? Or no, it's just kind of the area. Okay, ADXL PCB mount, sick. All right, now we're gonna do the Revo portion, which we've got out here. Wait, yeah, this is right. Ooh, it's a blue Revo mount? I thought all the Revo mounts were, I thought the Voron ones were red. You just may not have a fancy screen solder. Yeah, well, this kit comes with this kit comes with like the bit or whatever. Oh, come on, 1 second. But I've been doing the heat inserts for so long with just this specific iron. I really like it. That I just don't feel the need to use anything else. I mean, you know, like more power to anybody if they've got a fancy tool that they want to use, then you know, go for it. But I just haven't seen the need. I've been really happy with. It's been so long. It'd be weird for me to use something else. Is it winter down under? I'm down and below the mainland. Depends on which direction the weather comes from. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do, if I remember correctly, spring goes like, oops, shit. Spring goes like this. You just kind of, I thought you just sort of press it on. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe at the anglet. Okay, I have no idea. Alright. I really don't remember how you put this on. Does it need to pop off? I swear you just kind of like push it and it, I know it takes a bit of pressure, but there we go. All right, I was being too gentle. Isn't the spring supposed to go down versus up? No, the spring goes up. I do know that because it's what keeps this held together when you change the I call it nozzle, but I don't know what the core, I don't know what this thing's called, the difference. But no, I've done, this is my second or third Revo, so I just haven't, it's been a while since I've put one together, so. Blue one? No, we're gonna start with, we'll experiment. I've got, I'm doing a video on Revo at some point here. I purchased the Obsidian in 0.4 and 0.6, and then E3D also sent out the high flow, so we're gonna play around. I really like the Revo ecosystem, but it's been, you know, lacking as far as options, and so now that there's the high flow and the Obsidian, I'm more keen to standardize on some of my printers. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play around with like the high flow. I think I've got like a 1.2 or 1.4 millimeter nozzle, so we're gonna do some stupid big printing. It'll be fun. Yeah, it requires a little bit more oomph than I was expecting, or than I had recalled. Let's see, hot end routing. So we are bend, strain, relief. Yeah, so this goes. Like that. And like, am I goofing? No. Okay, so like that and like that. Route the wires is shown to the right. This is universal for all hot. You guys can't see what I'm doing, can you? I'm a goofball. What am I doing? There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Tasmania gets most of its weather from Antarctica, so goddamn cold here. Carefully bend the strain release to the paper apart. Firmly hold the nozzle to prevent bending core is critical. Your nozzle is fully hand tightened in a heat sink. Must bend the strain relief to achieve this. Okay, so now we need the front piece, which is going on like so. And this goes in. Oh, what happened? Stay in place, please. There we go. That looks really nice. Have you ever done any printing using a 0.2 nozzle? If so, how hard is it to get it properly? I think I experimented with it years ago, ever so briefly, and didn't feel like it was worth it. I had tons of clogging issues. I can't remember. I think I tried printing both with standard PLA as well as like a wood fill, and the wood fill was like, this is a joke. It's not happening. It was rough. That being said, nozzles have gotten better. There's a company, I want to say that they're Japanese, but I might be wrong. I've seen somebody post a really nicely machined, I think 0.2 or 0.25 millimeter nozzle that I'm tempted to pick up. It's just a V6 style. But yeah, my experience with it was just, this sucks. It's not worth it. If you want to print small like this, just use a resin printer because of just how much of a time increase it also has and everything. So yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan. I get it for like, I guess, fun stuff, or maybe for doing some really small text, but especially now that we have the ability to use Arachne for like variable line width, I just don't find it super necessary. It's a Japanese one, right? Yeah, somebody posted quite a long time ago. I can't remember the brand, but I'm sure if I did enough searching, I can find it. It looks really good. I'm sure if you have a well-machined one, and if you had a well-machined one, you'd have a better experience. Machine cleaned, listing tomorrow. Nice. What are you gonna list on? Like, what do you use out there? Is it just Facebook Marketplace, or do you guys have, like out here, there's Craigslist, and then OfferUp is another app, and I don't know if that's used globally, or if that's more of a US thing or not. Strapped around the blacksmithing. Ooh, nice. No worries. Have fun. That sounds super cool. Yeah, well, we're gonna drop off pretty soon here. It's been 3.5 hours, which is kind of long for me. Yeah, like I said, there's like a sandwich and a salad from this place down the road that's calling my name. When I went and grabbed a thing earlier, I asked Erin if she was up for that for dinner, and she said yes. So, be eating soon. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. When do you want food? Her ears are ringing. I would say I'm calling it within half an hour, and then we'll go and get some food. Okay, that should be plenty tight. I made an S hook yesterday. Nice. When or how long have you been doing the blacksmithing class for? It's really freaking cool. Okay, PTFE tubing should stick out 11 millimeters above the surface of the printed part. I'm assuming this is that there's a jig. Is this the tubing we're supposed to use? Teflon? It looks like, I would imagine that's probably what they sent is this instead of regular PTFE. 2 to 3 months. Is it once a week or how often? Love the humor of the manual. Force screws to the hot end because we can. Okay, so that's in, and then there should be a jig somewhere. I saw it. Actually, I think I saw. Did I dump it out here somewhere? We have some more of these chocolate granola balls while I think about it. Oh, only one a month. Wow. So they have you dive right in. I need to jet and get the kids dinner, have fun building. Hey, no worries. Thank you for hanging out. Have a wonderful night. Let me see if I can find that jig. Ah. Pretty sure I just saw it when I was taking out all the printed parts the other day. There it is. Yep, there it is. I don't know if this jig is... No, this might not be right at all. The PTFE tube should stick out 11 millimeters with the stick out length. Maybe there isn't a jig for this. Maybe you just need to figure it out. Huh. All right. Okay, I guess there is not a jig, and we are going jigless. So I guess what we'll do is we'll take this. The biggest thing I ever made was a knife. Yeah, that's really cool. Blacksmithing is rad. Okay, so 11 mil is what we're going for. Holy crap, I'm gonna move this off camera for a sec here. My eyes are screwing with me. I don't think that's all right. I've roughly marked it. I also lost my I bought a PTFE cutter off of AliExpress and it disappeared and it makes me sad. All right, let me just see if I can cut it. I don't have a jig. I'm just gonna eyeball it on the edge here. Doesn't feel perfectly flat. It might be okay. Usually take a little, take the PTF, or take my X-Acto and just sort of thin the top ever so slightly to try to create a tiny bit of a chamfer. Okay, let's see if that's roughly 11 mil. That is not. That is definitely 12 millimeters. Okay. I don't know what I just dropped. Let's see. I don't want to say that my cut was hideous, but boy was that an ugly cut. Wow. We're getting there. I wish that the first one was right because it was a much cleaner cut. The second cut is looking rough. All right. I think we cleaned it up a bit. All right, let's try it again. Right on the money. All right. Is the Voron direct drive? Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. There's a lot of different setups, but I don't know of any of the big Vorons that aren't direct drive. I know on the V0, there's the pocket watch or the. Actually, I think there's a direct drive. I mean, I think there's a Voron option for all of them, isn't there? Most common though is definitely direct drive. I don't know what the percentage is, but if I had to guess, 90 to 95% probably go direct drive. You know, check if you have shavings inside of your nozzle. Oh, you mean from me doing that? From clearing it out? Yeah, I think very few go Bowden. I could be wrong, but I know I know a lot of, I don't know how I would clear it out at this point. I don't see anything looking through it. I think we're fine. Yeah, everyone I know that's built one, other than Albert with his 24/7 printing, just insane custom V0, has gone direct drive. I think I know one person that might have done it for fun. It's a nice looking Bowden, don't get me wrong. If given the choice, I think most people prefer direct drive. How well does the Clockwork 2 handle TPU? I haven't done much TPU with it at all, so I don't know the answer to that. I imagine with that gear, pretty decent. We're with the anti-squish thingamajig. I would imagine pretty decent. Okay, so we've got Clockwork 2, and we've got our, this isn't right. No, it is right, I think direction-wise. Sweet. So the main piece left is the piece that ties it all together. It makes it look from like a bunch of skeleton parts to this pretty guy. So, we're probably gonna call it here. Let me see. Let me quickly take a look. So this was the Nevermore kit. I'm curious to see what the LEDs look like. Like, are they already pre-wired and I just push them into place, or do I have to do some soldering, or what is cable kit? It's probably an electronics box. I don't know what they actually come like. Oops. Let's see. So we got a big G-Tech board, a micro SD card. We got some Wagos. Okay, not in here. Drivers, VHB tape, clicky kit. All of our PCBs. What is this? I don't know what these are. Print to Steppy. Terminal block kit. Where's the LEDs? LDO input shaper. Must be in a different box. You know what? Is it right? Is it right here? No. All right. I guess it could be. It's probably in the wiring box then. No, they've got to be here. I'm sure that it's. They wouldn't do you like that. Not LDO. Gotta be something somewhere. I'm just picking all the wrong boxes, I'm sure of it. Toolhead cable. Power cables. Miscellaneous cables. LED strip. Controller, filter, touch display, PCB fan. LED. I don't know where they would be. I'm sure they're in here. They're in the wiring kit. Okay, so Ethernet, install, controller, Raspberry Pi, filter extension, bed thermistor, LED extension cable, LED strip, touch display. So yeah, it wouldn't be, those don't sound right. I don't think. Inlet to terminal, bed neutral, bed live, terminal, controller to SSR, 24 volt. No, nothing about LEDs. Hot end power cable, probe signal, chamber thermistor, hot end thermistor, Y, X part fan, nope. Neo chain, Neo extension. I found them. I found them. They're in a bag, Boom. Alright, sick. What's the process like here? We don't have to do any without soldering, which took the most time. Slip that into there, pop it in place, run the wires, pop the fans, and then install it basically. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that on stream next week. So, the things I'm gonna do between now and next week is shorten the AB belts because they're insanely long. I mean, from on the ground, you can, yeah, they're so long, the extra. So I'm going to count the teeth so that way I cut them equally, and I'm going to tension those. I'm not going to tension them based off of the tuning guide. I'm just going to apply some tension to them that's as even, well, it will be even because I'll count teeth. And then I will, what else? That's the primary thing I'm going to prep, I think, for next week. Because other than that, we need to install Clicky. we need to mount the tool head, and that's electrical, I think, right? Yeah, I might do a little bit more prep. Oh, the bed. We need to go back and install the bed later on too. I might do some of the electrical between now and next week. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on it. I might absolutely not. But because I don't usually do the wiring on stream anyway, because I just, with wiring, like to really focus and make sure I'm not, like, that's where you'll break something or hurt yourself, is wiring things wrong. I might at least prep a lot of the wiring as far as mounting things off stream. We'll see. I'll play it by ear. But next week we finish the faceplate for the tool head. Electronics in bed basically is what we're doing. So we didn't get quite as far as I wanted to get done. Honestly, it was the AB belts killed me. They destroyed me. I thought we were gonna blitz through it, but we are very close to having a finished tool head, which is at least awesome. So I do think we did pretty good making up for lost time initially. We need LEDs to go faster, you know, yay. Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you. There was like both Phil and I'm forgetting the name, like 2 big sub 10 gifted subs from both. Thank you very much everybody for hanging out and chatting and donating and liking and pointing me in the right direction and giving me lots of different ideas when I got stuck a few times today. So have a wonderful week. Who's still hanging out here? David's taking off. Poor boy, Teza, Jose, Rui, Bob. Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I'll get next week's stream scheduled tonight, hopefully. I don't see why I wouldn't. And yeah, hopefully we'll see everybody next week. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your nights and your days, and I will see you then. Bye everybody. Good luck, Dutch, too.